prepare to embark upon the darkest voyage into the unknown in the history of mankind. His burning lust for revenge pushed him to and beyond the limit where normal men would fall.
To track down the maniac behind all this.
Yes.
You go fuck yourself in your fat fucking ass.
Want a few drinks and smoke a joint, Bubbles? Yes. Want a few drinks and smoke a joint, Bubbles? Yes.
Yeah. What's up? How we all doing, boys? I'm going to play the video game now. What do you think of that? But before that, I'm going to eat this Slim Jim live on stream. Very close to the microphone. And there you have it. Oh, fuck. I reset the timer. Give me a second. So that's... Okay. Alright. So, we ended off before Rex. I believe the last thing we did was A-Tech, set a 1, and get Beast Fangs. Yeah, so we have 2 Beast Fangs because we started with 1. We started with Regeki Umi Beast Fangs. We won a second Beast Fangs from set a 1 A-Tech. I think we are doing pretty good on... Yeah, we're doing okay on Dragons and Thunders. That's what, 3 Dragons? 4 Thunders? Pretty decent deck as it stands. Rex is definitely going to be an A-Tech. Rex A-Tech is actually not horrible. You got a 36 for Invigoration, a 36 for another Beast Fangs. You got the 32 Fake Trap, 48 Bear Trap, which would allow me to do A-Techs a little bit easier. Can still win Auxiliary Hero number 2, Dragon Zombie. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna continue doing, until we get a trap we can use, we have to continue doing, two defensive win A-Techs. So that's what we're going to do. Trapless, 2 defensive win A-Techs. For now, anyway. What site do I use to check drops? I'm actually using a program. It's called Taya 1.6. There's actually a downloadable program. I usually use that for the original game. Yeah, this deck should be fine. Doesn't sound very possible. It is. Alright, so let's start off by getting our beat stick out. Or actually, the best way to do this is going to be that. Run's going good so far. This is actually, I hate to waste a zombie type because zombies are super fusible, but 900 defense is typically too good to pass up for a defensive win, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw that down. So yeah, the number one thing to remember when you're doing defensive win A-Techs against the early game folks is your first thought in the duel should be get out a card that you can use to control the duel. In this case, that's going to be Mystical Sand for me. Once you have something out to at least control the duel, you want to get your defensive win cards out ASAP, right? Because you have to remember, Rex is not guaranteed to try and attack this, right? It might take him 5 turns before he decides to try attacking it, right? And when he does, maybe it'll be with something in the Uranus Guardian Star and he'll kill it, you know? There's no way I could know. So, in order to adapt to those situations, you want to get started on it as early as you possibly can, which would be right after getting your strong monster out. So I have this out second turn. Now, if he takes 10 turns to hit that, that's fine. I have the time now. And he did it in 1. But, okay, this is a very good situation to talk about. Did that count as a defensive win? The answer is no. So, if the AI attacks your defense monster and they are equal, which in this case, 900 is equal to 900, right? That is not a defensive win. So this is exactly the same way that effective attacks work. If I was to attack that with this, right, and both of our monsters are destroyed, that does not count as an effective attack. An effective attack not only has to be you destroying one of their monsters, but you also have to do life point damage at the same time. And the same thing is true for a defensive win. In order for it to count as a defensive win, they need to attempt to attack a card you have in defense mode, their attack has to fail, and, okay, big and, you also have to do life point damage. Which means if they're equal, like they were right there, I didn't do any life point damage, so it doesn't count. So unfortunately, and another thing that kind of sucks is if what just happened happens, it doesn't count, and this card, I now cannot use it for defensive wins, right? Because because when he attempts to attack it, it goes from face down to face up. And the only way you can get defensive wins is if the card's face down. So now that it's face up, I mean, he's obviously never going to attack it again, right? Certainly he's not going to attack it with something with less than 900 attack, because he knows what the defense is. Why would he? The only reason this even works is because it's face down. He doesn't know that it has 900 defense, and he tries attacking with something weaker. So it's okay, though. We will utilize this. It will not die in vain. I need to take this opportunity to get some damage done anyway. Or, take some damage, rather, is what I meant to say. So I'm just going to do that. Leave this in attack mode just so I could get damage later. And also I'll get an effective attack out of it. And we'll go from there. Now, when you're doing defensive win Atex, it's pretty good because whenever they attack your defensive monster, it gets flipped face up, and then you can then use that to get another effective attack if you want. So it helps getting effective attacks. I should have waited for him to go down a little bit more. Sometime, if I had something with 1,000 defense, then that would have been perfect, because Rex typically will not play cards with more than 900 attack, right? Like 99% of Rex's cards are 900 attack exactly or less. So playing something with 950 defense would be perfect. 1,000 defense or more perfect, you know? He can play some cards with more than 900, but not many. This is against Rex. Alright, so another thing I need to start thinking about now is that I don't want to do too much damage to Rex, right? If I keep hitting him, you know, with a 2100 against a 900 monster, look at how much damage I already did, 1200. If I keep doing that, I'm gonna get him down to really low life points, and then I might screw myself, because I might kill him on accident, you know, and end the duel before I meant to. So in order to get around that, I'm going to do this. So whenever you're doing these Atex against the earlier people, I recommend this as well. Not only should you have one strong monster to kind of rule over them all, but you should also have a mid-tier monster, something like this, that can kill his monsters by just a few life points. That way you're not over-damaging him. Typically, when you're attacking Pegasus, this isn't a problem, because you're not even beating him by 1,000 most of the time. It is a problem here. So none of these cards are particularly good for defensive wins, so we won't use any of them. Also, what's up, Nirakaze? We'll put down our Regeki while we have a chance. This is perfect. I really hate to use it now because I would love to just do this, but remember, I can use this in a fusion after the fact, right? I could just wait for him to attack it, and then I could just do this and select it on the field and fuse with it that way. So this is perfect for what I want to do here. Rex doesn't have very many cards in the Uranus Guardian Star, so I'm going to go Pluto. He does have ones that I know of in Mars. So we'll go in Pluto, put that in defense. And now we have plenty of turns for him to try to attack it. He might do it on the first turn, or it might take 10. No way of knowing. There's that Mars. Be happy that we put it in Pluto. And there's our first defensive win. And remember, I only need 2 of these, and then we're good to go. That's it. 2 defensive wins, and we're good to go. That's it. That's all we need. So now that that's done, I'm going to use this monster to get some fusions, use my equip, and we'll get our third effective attack here. So we only need one more defensive win, that's it. You just need it twice. And here's another armored rat. We're gonna do literally the exact same thing. So now that that's out, I'm pretty sure we'll get an effective or a defensive win from it. So now what we need to focus on is taking damage. We need to be under 7,000 life points. There it is. Defensive wins are done. And remember, 2 defensive wins is equal to using 1 trap. It is a 1-to-1 equivalency. It is absolutely equal, right? So once I've done 2 effective or defensive wins is what I meant to say. 2 defensive wins is equal to using 1 trap. So now that I've gotten 2 defensive wins, the rest of this ATAC, just play it as though you've already, you're doing a normal ATAC and you've already used your trap, right? All of the other requirements are exactly normal. It's just defensive win replaces trap. That's it. That's all it is. It's super easy. So we are going to focus on fusions because this hand is just made for fusion. Honestly, I could have done a 6-card fusion there, which would have been a lot smarter, but whatever. I didn't realize it until after I hit the button. I could have put the first Thunder instead of putting it into the Dragon right in the beginning. I could have put it on this first to make tripwire, and then that would have been a 6-card fusion, which is not something you see often. And then screw it, we'll just use this to attack him. The Armored Rat, like I said, Rex typically only plays cards with 900 or less attack, so the odds of this dying is pretty low, but... Alright, so Queen's Double, great card for taking damage. I'm gonna have to get rid of something. We'll just get rid of this. Main reason is because if I put it here, it would have done a fusion, and here it would have done a fusion. So I'll attack this, get a little bit of damage, and then next turn he's going to also attack this to kill it, and I'll get the remainder of my damage there most likely. So that's damage done. Defensive wins done. Equip done. My magic's face down. So that's done. We only need 3 more fusions and 1 more effective attack. So that's not hard at all. Start doing some fusions. Yeah, actually. Sure. And that's all the fusions done. We're ATEC and Rex right now. We're heal. So yeah, I really just need to take damage now. Because when he attacks, I'll take the rest of my damage, and I'll be able to attack it back and get all of my my last effective attack. So there's all of my damage done. And now when I kill that Yamatano, that will also be my 4th effective, which means this ATEC is done. I just have to wait until next turn to end it because I need to have 3 cards left or less. So yeah, that's 16 fusions, 4 effective attacks, 2 defensive wins, 1 equip used. We have our magic here. Damage has been taken. And the only other thing is I have to have 3 or less cards remaining, which I'm about to. And it's an ATEC. Sure, who cares? All right. Why ATEC on Rex? Oh, that's one of the reasons. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed defensive win ATECs because we never have to do them again. That's one of the big reasons. One of the reasons you would ATEC Rex is because he has... well, one of the biggest reasons is because I don't have any traps, and he has a decent chance of dropping either Fake Trap or Bear Trap. But... another good reason is because he has a 36 chance to drop Beast Fangs on ATEC and a 36 chance to drop Invigoration. So that's a 72 chance to get a good equip. He still has Electric Snake, Auxiliary number 2, Dragon Zombie like normal. But he also has Bear Trap at a 48 and Fake Trap at a 32. And we got the Fake Trap, which means we never have to do defensive win ATEX again. Fake Trap will now serve as our trap for all of them. That's one. I should probably split. 2, 3, 2 Fake Traps. That's even better. So now that means that there's no chance of me drawing my trap as the final card in my deck. This also means that we will be able to campaign ATEC Pegasus. So we're all good, really. Campaign ATEC against Pegasus is confirmed. Pretty much all ATEC should be 100% consistency now. Because the one thing that can kill a trap ATEC, like due to luck, would be not drawing your trap until it's the final card in your deck. With 2 of them, that possibility is now dead. For Wicked Dragon, wow, that's really lucky actually. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bear Trap could be useful. I'll throw it in when I do ATEX because having 3 traps makes it even better. Sometimes if it is with 2 traps, I guess it is theoretically possible that both traps are at the end of your deck. The last card's a trap and the second to last card is a trap. Now, if your second to last card is a trap, you can still get the ATEC, but not all the time. So technically 3 traps is 100% safe. 11, I think. 12, 13, 14, 15. So unfortunately we didn't get any equips, but that's okay. Alright, so for Weevil, I think it's probably going to be, we want an SA POW. I don't think it's that important, but let me check, because we don't need traps anymore. So if we don't need traps anymore, we're really just looking for, like, equips and widespread. He's not going to have widespread. I don't know if he has any good equips. I don't think so. No, he doesn't have any good equips. He has some traps, but we don't care, which means we really don't care. He has Darkhold, but at a 32, but that's really not that important. So it's not really worth the time. On SA POW, you have a 20 chance for Blackland. You have a 22 for Tripwire. That's it. And then on BCD, you have a 33 chance for Blackland. Oh, I guess it might be BCD you get them. And a 26 chance for, yeah, okay. So we're gonna BCD Weevil, actually. I spent it all in the pachinko parlor. So, yeah. Weevil, not important. We'll just BCD him to get him out of the way, really. I'm gonna throw in the fake traps just in case for later. Maybe not. I don't know. We gotta put in the Wicked Dragon, that's for sure. Might have too many beasts at this point. Let's take that down a notch. Then for this, I would honestly do something like that, and then that. There we go. Just so we have the traps in if we end up needing them at any point. They are there. Yeah, thank you, Justin. I really appreciate it. Okay, so he's dead. That's the end of that duel. Time Wizard coming in the big clutch here. Like I said, we're going to want a BCD here. Two, three, four fusions total. Just to be safe. This is Weevil. I did Rex. I just finished Rex. I got an A-Tech on him, and I won 2 fake traps and a bear trap. So now that we have traps, we don't have to do defensive win A-Techs anymore. That's how I A-Teched Rex. I did a defensive win A-Tech, but don't have to do that anymore. If we make the dono goal, can we get the shelf fixed? What does it matter? You're not going to hit the dono goal. What does it fucking matter? Don't play dumb. You won't hit it. Let's be real, boys. Let's get real for a second. Alright, 1, 2. We're looking for Blackland Fire Dragon and Tripwire Beast. Those are literally the only 2 drops that he has that I really want. Now, thank you, Raheel, for the 369. I really appreciate it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
$3.69 donation received from Rahel III.
That's fine.
Here's some money, so you can spend it on your gambling addiction in the pocket station you always wanted.
Wow, thank you. I've definitely always wanted a pocket station that doesn't work with my console. Appreciate it. Alright, so I'm not actually sure, probably just gonna be an APOW, I'm guessing? I don't really know what else I would need. I can check, but Mai's one of the people that I'm kind of I'm pretty familiar with her drops on A-Tech, and I don't really want them for this run anyway. We A-Tech her a decent bit in 100% runs. Yeah, you have the Horn of Light at a 32, but that's it. You got Spellbinding, which isn't going to help. Feather Duster, which we don't care about. Invisible Wire and Acid Trap Hole, again, stuff that's not that big of a deal. So honestly, not worth the trouble. I'm pretty sure SA POW's better than BCD. Is that you? Thought that was a cat. 32, 30, 30, 30, 30. It's definitely, it has to be SA POW. So yeah, SA POW would be best here. It's not a big deal if we cannot SA POW, because honestly, there's a pretty decent chance that we won't SA POW, even though we want to. It's very possible. I mean, our deck is great, but it's possible we won't, right? So in the event that it doesn't work and we get a BCD, that's okay. It's not that big of a deal, but it would definitely be much preferred to get an S or an A POW. Preferably S, but again, not that big of a deal. Yeah, I'm not seeing this being an SA here, just off of this alone. I'll do this just to see what's played. I can still SA POW, I just need to get a good draw, and I need Mai to play something not dumb. Okay, that's interesting. Time Wizard might actually end up being the savior here. Just for the fact alone that Time Wizard lets me make a powerful dragon with only 2 cards. Twin-headed is great, but it would require 3 cards, and an extra 400 is not that big of a deal. Now, typically, the best you can do with 2 cards is Blackland Fire Dragon, and an extra 700 is a pretty decent deal. Okay, that's good. This should be an SA POW. Remember, I only get 2 total duels on these people, so it is pretty important that I get the rank that I want, right? Like for example, I have the campaign duel, and I have 1 free duel, and that's it. Mai's done for the whole run. So it's somewhat important that I get a good rank, the rank that I want. I mean, it's not super important, because it's not somebody like Pegasus, but it still is important to take all the opportunities we can. Yeah, if we don't win Megamorph from 2 Atex from Pegasus, then yeah, Megamorph is dead at that point. If we don't win MBD from the 3 duels we get against Meadow Mage, then yeah, that's also going to be RIP. But we can still beat the game. I don't want to say easily, but yeah, pretty easily without Megamorph and MBD. Those are not anywhere even remotely close to hard requirements for beating the game. They help a lot, so if we win even one of those 2 cards, that would be huge. But again, it's not at all a requirement. No, I get 1 campaign duel against the villagers, and then 1 free duel. I know that you can fight the villagers again later, but I'm not gonna do them again. The only reason that I get 3 duels against the low mages is because Meadow Mage, for example, right? I fight Meadow Mage, but I don't want to do Kapura yet. I just want to unlock Meadow Mage in free duel. So I fight Meadow Mage, I back out, then I can do my free duel, my 1 free duel against Meadow Mage. But then when I go back to the Meadow Shrine, I'm forced to fight Meadow again. So technically that's 3 duels, and the same can be said for all of the low mages. So low mages, I get a total of 3 duels on. Everyone else in the game, it's a total of 2. Final 6, technically it's a total of 1, just campaign, because I can't have them in free duel, but you get the idea. Alright, so we got the A rank, that's good. Let's see what we get. She can drop some dragons and some thunders. Thunders would be huge, much more important than dragons. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bolt Escargot, that's really good. Like I said, thunders are incredibly important, especially when Villager 2 gave me none. I haven't done my free duel on anybody yet, though, so I could still go back to him and see if he gives me anything on my 1 duel, my 1 remaining duel. Yeah, you can technically do that, but that's against my own rules. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, yeah, could be helpful. 12, 13, 14, 15. Alright, so 1 thunder, that's good. I mean, how often do you see me win 1 thunder for my campaign in a normal run? Not often. Because most of the time I'm getting a BCD trying to win a trap, so. Alright, Keith. I don't really know anything about his ATEC list, but I am assuming it's not good. I'm gonna assume that we're gonna want to SA POW him, but let me check. Let's see. Yep. Alright. SA POW is preferred against Keith, but if we end up getting a BCD, it's not a big deal. yeah, at this time, I'm actually going to go ahead and cash in my free duel against Villager 2. So as you can see, I've done no free duels against anybody yet. I'm going to go ahead and cash in my Villager 2 free duel. I may as well. I might... I'll save Rex. Because the main Rex, the main reason I'm going to save him is because he can drop useful equips, right? Not many. Granted, not many. But, I mean, if we are in the late game and we've already used up, you know, Pegasus and Isis and Kaiba, and we don't have enough equips, I might have to go back and, you know, A-Tech Rex and pray that I get enough equips to beat the game. So, I will save Rex for now, but Villager 2, his only purpose is going to be BCD, right? That's going to be his only purpose, so I may as well do it now. Get it over with. Yep, DMK. I'll get one duel against. That's true. Now, good thing to remember as well is that what is a good thing to remember? Kind of forget. I don't know. This run's going well though. Could tell you that much. Oh. I remember. So good thing to remember is that it does not count as a free duel unless it's a win, right? Once the win count is 1, they are locked forever, right? So if I somehow lost this duel, it would not count. Now you could say, well, what if you don't get the rank you want? So you just kill yourself on purpose to try again. Theoretically, you could do that, but I'm not going to do that because that's against, you know, that's against the spirit of what I'm trying to do. So why would I do it? This is 15 card mod. So yeah, I'm cashing in my one free duel against Villager 2. Mainly because I may as well cash it in now. Why not? No sense in holding on to it. Honestly, it would be helpful when I'm A-teching Pegasus to have as many Dragons and Thunders as possible. So, cashing this in before Pegasus is definitely a requirement, I'd say. Yo, shit, Justin, thank you so much for the $25 donation. Goddamn, dude. That's super generous of you. Thank you.
$25 donation received.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
Copy Lords.
Fat
Just
pay lords.
upgraded mod. Here's
Nice.
for some coils or juices, bro.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I actually am, like, I have way more vape juice than I've, like, ever had. Like, normally, the way that I work having vape juice is I just have a bottle, and when I start to run low, I go buy another bottle, and that's how I usually do it. Is it stupid? Yeah. Should I buy more at once and then have it for a while? Yes. But I don't. But this time I did. I actually ended up buying 3 bottles total of 3 different flavors, so I have tons of vape juice right now. I won't need any for a long time. And I just got a new tank, which I really like. If you asked me what the name was, I'd tell you I don't even remember. But it's fucking awesome. It has those fucking coils that you could just fucking literally just take out and just push in. It's like a no screw coil. I love them. Alright, Thunder's obviously the big thing here, but Dragons are still primo. But Thunders are double primo. Triple, in fact. 1, 2. The wood always remains, especially at this time of night. 3. Oh, baby. Now my wood is going to remain for even longer. Let's go. La la laoon. Very, very good to see that this early. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, lol, 12. Could you give me like one more? 13. Ooh, I'll take that. It's not a Thunder, but I'll take that. Okay, so another thing that's going to be super valuable in this run is going to be dragons with 1600 attack or more. Those are going to be, I think, anyway, that they're going to be very hard to come by. Because it's not like I can just sit and farm Meadow Mage for 10 duels, right? We don't have that luxury. So getting 1600 dragons is going to be pretty hard. So getting them outside of Meadow Mage, wherever possible, should be pretty huge. I think that was 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, okay, cool. So one 1600 dragon and one thunder. So Villager 2 is the first person in this run that is now dead. He's dead. That's it. Villager 2 can no longer touch him. He's a child. I shouldn't be saying that, but you get the idea. He's done. I can no longer play children's card games with that child. It's a sad day. But he put out before I got, he put out before the restraining order was set, so that's good. Jesus Christ. All right. Don't worry about that. I don't think I need all that. So what are we at thunder-wise right now? Oh, we are killing it, dude. 6 thunders already. I still haven't purchased anything either, and I've been getting a lot more A ranks than I normally do. So that's really good. And then dragons, I believe it's only 5, actually. Yeah, it's funny. Dragons is the thing that I'm actually running low on. Is there anyone else I should just take care of now? I mean, I guess there's people like Simon. Like, when the fuck am I ever going to need these people again? You know, like, I don't even think I'm gonna cash in my duel against Tayana. Like, I just don't need it. I don't think he drops any. I mean, he has Horn of Light at a 20. I guess I should probably just hang on to Simon for now. Jono, though, I think I could probably just get away with taking care of that now. 20, 44, 44 versus 44, 44. Oh, so you lose the 20 there. Okay, so we would want to A-POW Jono 1. And his A-Tech has 0 equips. Okay, so we could take care of Joey as well, because we don't need him after this. So what I'm trying to do now is anybody who can even anyone who even has a chance of dropping a good equip, I'm saving them, right? Just in case we get into the late game and I just don't have enough equips, right? Let's say I get to the late game, I don't have enough equips, and the usual people are already, like, I've already done them, right? I can't do Isis anymore, I can't do Pegasus anymore, right? What do I do then? In those cases, I might actually have to go to Rex and do an A-Tech to try to win Invigoration or something. It's not likely, but it's possible. So the good thing would be to save them in free duel just in case things get that dire later on. However, if the person has no chance of dropping an equip on their A-Tech, then I could probably just take care of them now. I could duel them now, because I'm never going to come back to them for an A-Tech. The only reason I would ever come back to them would be, you know, Jono 1, for example, he could drop a couple dragons, he could drop a thunder, right? So I may as well do that now. It's not like there's a difference between dragons and thunders now, dragons and thunders later. In fact, I'd rather them as early as possible, so may as well do it now. Yes, my deck is actually very loaded for this part in the game, and that's mainly just because when time is no longer something you need to worry about, it's very easy to build a loaded deck in this game. If you don't need to worry about time and you fight everybody in the game and get the optimum ranks on everybody, then yeah, you will end up with a pretty nice deck at this stage. It's the later game that I'm a little worried about, you know? How hard do I think this run will be out of a 10? For 15 card mod, not that hard. But this is the first time I've ever done this challenge. I literally just created it yesterday, right? So for the first time I'm doing this challenge, I'm doing it in 15 card mod. So I don't know, maybe a 4. I really don't think it's going to be that hard with 15 card mod. Once we've done this run and I've kind of gotten an idea of what it's like to do this challenge, that's when we can go back and do it in 10 card mod or even 5 card mod, right? In order to make it even harder. So, but this is really just to get a feel for how it is. It's still, I mean, there's still a very good possibility of this being hard. It could be harder than I think it is. I don't know. That's why I'm doing it now with 15 card. Because theoretically, the more cards I get per duel, right, the easier the challenge is. And that makes sense, right? Because the whole challenge is you're not allowed to farm as much as you normally can. So, in a mod where you win a lot of cards per duel, I can get 15 cards in a single duel. In the regular game, I would only be able to get 2. I would only be able to, well, like, in this version, right, most people, I can only fight them twice, right? 1 in campaign, 1 in farm duel. In 15 card mod, that's 30 drops. In the original game, that's only 2 drops, right? In 5 card mod, it's 10. In 10 card mod, it's 20, right? So, the more cards you get per duel, the easier this challenge gets. So I think it just kind of makes sense to start the challenge off with the first attempt on the easiest version and then work our way back, you know, to harder and harder to see what it's like. Alright, so Jonah 1 is done. We got nothing from him, so he was pretty much useless. Thanks, pal. Appreciate it. I may as well take care of Villager 3 as well. Let me just make sure he doesn't drop any equips. I don't think he does. Even if he does, I would think it's only like 1 shitty equip. No, he has literally nothing I want. ATAC-wise, on ATAC, he has nothing I want. On BCD, he has a couple things I want, so I'm going to BCD him. No, there's no mod with more than 15 cards. That's the maximum the game is capable of. From what I've been told, I'm not somebody who codes this type of thing, but from what I've been told, the maximum we could ever make would be 15. Why? I don't know. Yo, what's up, Based King? I appreciate you dropping by. That's actually a very good point. I didn't even think about that, Fishy. The people who are totally worthless are probably worth getting an S-POW against them just to get star chips. So Tayana 1, for example. I wasn't even going to fight Tayana 1 again because nothing on ATEC, nothing on BCD, nothing on S, literally nothing anywhere. But, you know, for star chips, may as well. Yes, Black Cleric. Rank works the same way against everybody in the game. Yeah. Oh, I meant to BCD. Not a big deal. Probably better to get the chips anyway. There's not that big of a difference between their SA and BCD. There is a difference, but not that big. 8, 9, 10, I saw that, by the way. 12, 13, 14. Nice. 15. So I'm pretty sure... I know that Living Vase is insanely rare. I just don't know how insanely rare it is. I want to say it's either a 2 or a 1. That's how rare it is. But how rare is it? Oh, no, it's not. What was I thinking of? Could have sworn there was a plant that was like ultra rare. Maybe it's on BCD that it's super rare? Or against somebody. Oh, you know what? It might be Jonah one who has Living Vase at a really low rate. Maybe. What's up, Babs? Yeah, it's Jonah one I was thinking of. Jonah 1 Living Vase is a 2. That's why I was thinking of it. Alright, so that's done. We did get a dragon, so that's nice. Let's take care of Tayana, since Tayana is worthless. And let's just get 5-star chips. Also, that dragon should be pretty nice for our deck. Slurp, slurp, slurp. I'm slowly getting rid of the beasts now. Yeah, we want to essay power. I'm gonna save Rex, save Seto. Both of them can definitely be useful ATACs later. But I don't want to do an ATAC now because I might not end up having to. And I would hate to fucking waste my time doing a Seto 1 ATAC when I might not end up needing it later. Alright, so Tayana's done forever. I pretty much don't care about her drops. I just wanted the S. Tayana 1 has like 5 different drops. Simon, like I said, we'll save just in case. Just kidding. Fuck Simon. Let's get him out of here. I don't want to look at him anymore. Well, I'm still gonna have to look at him, but you get the idea. Get out of my video games, Simon. He's gonna be an SA POW, so I could have a chance for Blackland. Even though it's rare, but it's there. It's a good motto for Forbidden Memories farming. It's rare, but it's there. Yeah, I fuck a lot of blue people. Yep. Get killed if I say that in a race. I don't know about blue now if I said... Oh. Yeah, you're right though, Super. Whenever you race for a bit of memories, if people don't get perfect luck, they fucking cry about it so goddamn hard. It's so annoying. I swear, every 3 races I do, somebody in the call quits FM and then comes back to it 2 days later. It's beautiful. Oh, yeah. Ba-dum-bum. Yeah. I reckon I'll save these boys. Let's get DMK out of the way. I want a BCD against DMK. Remember, if I hypothetically lose the duel, legitimately, that doesn't count, but I'm not going to lose the duel, so it's not really important. Interesting little tidbit of information. So, as you all know, Duel Master K uses your own deck, but what a lot of you might not know is that Duel Master K has the exact same drop list as Villager 3. Yeah. Bet you didn't know that one, bucko. I bet most of you... I mean, a lot of you probably did. Let's be real here. Yeah, there's a lot of people who do that normally. They won't even take 3-month breaks, though. They'll take, like, 3-day breaks. I don't know, I just don't understand doing that shit. Like, I can understand getting upset. I can understand, you know, rage leaving the call. But, you know, I can even partially understand being like, oh, I don't want to play this game. You know, like saying it, right, in the call. What I can't understand is then, like, going to other social medias and actually posting that that's what you're going to do and then not doing it. And then doing it, like, 100 times. Like... kind of makes your word not hold much weight anymore. I don't know. I think it's just that there's a culture of oversharing that we live in right now. Oh my god, I'm about to overshare how my fucking penis is right now. Hard. Very hard. Oh god, that was so funny when that happened, Super. When that guy in the tournament, I feel bad saying this, I genuinely don't remember his name. But god, it was funny. Was that Dueling Demon or who was it? It was fucking hilarious though. When the first drop is a thunder, I get fucking hard. And the 15th drop is a dragon zombie, which means I can do this. Look at my dragon zombie. Look at my thunder. Yummy. Yeah, it's really funny. All right. So I've pretty much taken care of everybody I want to, right for now at least. I mean, I guess I could do these boys too. Yeah, they don't have anything I want. Yeah, fuck it. Let's fuck them up. Less than 27 attacks. You have to have less than 28 cards left? That's always a requirement, right? So, not always, but less than 28 cards left. And then, in addition to that, you can either do 5 fusions, use 1 magic, or use 1 equip. So you can have 27 cards left and do 5 fusions. Or 27 cards left and you used your Regeki, right? 1 magic. Or 27 cards left and you successfully used your equip. That'll also do it, right? That's how that works. So yeah, I may as well do these people as well. I want to SA POW both of them, so may as well do it now. Alright, take it easy, VN. Have a good rest. And the main reason I'm doing this now instead of later is because the only use they have to me is potentially giving me Dragons or Thunders. And like I said, Dragons and Thunders earlier is better than Dragons and Thunders later. So there's no sense in waiting. It's actually better for me to get Dragons and Thunders as early as I possibly can in this run. Because it'll help me do Atex later on and do duels later on, right? Against Keith, for example. Keith is the next person I have to fight in campaign. I want to get an A rank against him. So having a better deck with more Dragons and more Thunders will help me do that. So it's best to do it ASAP. I've been streaming for 1 hour and 10 minutes exactly now. I was literally just looking at how long I've been live when I said that, so... Oh, don't worry, Super. Season 2 is going to be starting in the next, like, 2 weeks, I think. So there's going to be lots of stupid, funny, dumb shit that we get to enjoy when that goes on. You know there's going to be so much fucking hilarity. I mean, look at Season 1, dude. There was so much stupid shit that we could just laugh at all day. We're gonna get a nice taste of that this time, I'm sure. Lot of bitching and belly itching. Nothing. And now my... Not the best start for getting a good rank, but it should be good enough, I think. God, it was so funny when that desk bang happened. My boy about to wipe out half the universe with that one. So funny though, oh my god. There is game audio. Not super loud, but there's game audio. Here, I'll even turn it up a little bit. A little bit. Here we go. Swear to God, if that's a 2K, I'm gonna cry my little boy eyes out. It's not. Like, I don't know how anybody could do, like, I don't even feel bad about openly laughing about that, because, like, if I did something like that and people were laughing at it, I would, like, this, especially, like, you know, like, months and months after it happened, I would be laughing at myself, right? So, like, you gotta laugh at it. How could you not laugh at it? It's fucking hilarious. Come on now. Nobody can look me in the eyes and tell me that that's not fucking hilarious, even Duel Demon himself. It's funny that it happened, okay? I don't think there's any problem with laughing at it, because it's fucking hilarious. I hope we all are on the same page on that one. The slam heard around the world. They should have never done that lantern thing, you know, with Paul Revere and his fucking ride and shit. Why do the lantern? Just have like 3 clones of Duel Demon banging their deaths to fucking signify on or off. 1 slam for yes, 2 for no. It's really fucking funny. I don't have to go through every single Duelist, but I only have... Yeah, I love it when my microphone does that. It's very cool. Wow, I got nothing. Alright. Alright, so everybody here is done for now. Everybody I want to do now. Except for Villager 1, I guess. I don't even know what I want to get against Villager 1. Does he even drop anything I care about? Like at this stage? Does he have any dragons or thunders? Let's see. On SPOW, no. And on BCD, that's a no. So I guess I'll just SPOW him just to get star trips. Yeah, Zod, that's because whenever my controller disconnects and reconnects, it lags the game a lot. And sometimes when my controller disconnects and reconnects, it will also crash the program I use for my mic audio, which is why the game will lag and I'll just stop talking mid-sentence because my mic stops working for a moment. So yeah, it's really fun when that happens. I love that that happens. I'm so happy that happens. So happy that USPS is just fucking playing kickball with my controller package in California for the past week and hasn't actually moved it at all yet. At least according to the tracking, they haven't. Oh, great. It actually has moved. I just checked. As of 2 a.m., it's in Pennsylvania. Go figure. I guess that whole time that it said that it was just sitting in California, it was actually moving. The funny thing is that it was supposed to be here fucking Saturday, though. But it should be here today, Monday. It fucking better be here today. Or I'm gonna throw a little boy hissy fit. Yep, still have the mic issue. Once I get a new controller, this issue will no longer happen. The only reason it's happening is because I'm using a PS4 controller with a shitty cord, shitty cable to connect it. Once my actual PS2 controller comes, I have a PS2 to USB adapter that I use to use actual PS1 and PS2 controllers on my PC, and that's what I've used to play FM all these years, but my only PS1 controller broke a few months ago, which is why I've been using this, and that's also what's causing the issue. So yeah, once I get it, I'll be able to use an actual good controller, because the PS4 controller is just not good for FM in a variety of ways, and B, I won't have this issue anymore. I can't wait. Okay, so now we're really done with everybody. The only people that I'm saving is Seto 1. I don't care about Hai Shin. I might fight him later on as a meme, but we'll see. So Seto 1. Rex. Because I might want to A-Tech them later. I might want to BCD them later. Not sure. Might want to SA POW one of them later. I don't know. And yeah, that's it. Alright, cool. So let's check Star Chips. And let's buy a Mega Thunderball. I may as well. You cannot win Mega Thunderball. I'm not going to buy any more Thunders, and the only reason I'm not is because a lot of the other Thunders that I would buy, I can also potentially win them, right? So God forbid I was to win another, say, for example, La La Layun. I have 2 of them right now. Let's say later on in the run I win a 3rd one. I'm going to feel like a big piece of shit if I buy a La La Layun now, and then when I win the one later, I can't use it. So I'm going to hold off on that for now. But Mega Thunderball is a safe purchase because you cannot win Mega Thunderball. You can only, it's not possible to win Mega Thunderball anywhere in the game. You can only start with it in the starting deck and buy it with Star Chips. So I started with one in the starting deck, which means I could buy one without having to think about it, which is nice. Alright, so where are we at now? 5, 7 dragons, and 8 thunders. That's juice. That is juice. I use EPSXE. Well, UPS, I think, is great. It's USPS that's fucking trash. Okay? USPS needs to be fucking shut down. They are by far the worst service for packages I have ever seen. Like, they need to go just fuck off, right? Anytime I order anything online, even if it costs extra, I'm paying for UPS. Because UPS, their tracking actually means something, right? And I actually get my package when they tell me they're going to deliver it. USPS, I don't think I have gotten a single item from USPS in the past couple of years that has, like, just been normal, right? Has tracking that actually makes sense, that updates regularly, and then the package shows up on the day it says it will, right? UPS, that's always what happens. I can check the tracking, it tells me where it's going every step of the way, it gives me a date in the beginning, and it's almost always here on that date. And if it's not going to be here on that date, it will tell me usually like a day in advance. USPS kept telling me that it was going to be here on Saturday all the way until a couple hours ago on Sunday. It took them until like 75% of Sunday was done to update their tracking and say, yeah, it's not coming Saturday, actually. It's like, no shit, Sunday's almost over. I'm pretty sure it's not going to come yesterday. Like, UPS doesn't do that shit. At least for me, they don't. I've had problems with UPS before, but it's not anywhere even remotely close to USPS. It's not anywhere close to USPS. They are horrible. Yeah, a lot of people have been using DuckStation these days. It seems like a pretty good emulator. EPSXE is still going to be better for speedrunning because it's flat out faster than DuckStation. DuckStation is a more accurate emulator. More accurate to a PlayStation 1. But EPSXE is inaccurate because it's faster. But it being faster actually puts it pretty close to on par with a PS2, with FDS, fast disk speed, right? So the fastest console version to play for Forbidden Memories is on a PlayStation 2 with fast disk speed turned on, and it has to be one of the newer slim PS2s with a 75K model or higher. So 75K model will be the fastest. 90K version, right? One of those, not a 70K or earlier, or a fat PS2. So even though it's an inaccurate emulator, it actually helps level the playing field for speedruns a little bit, right? A lot of people said, why don't you ban EPSXE? It's so inaccurate as an emulator. And you're right, it's inaccurate as an emulator, but here's the thing. The people who are mostly getting top times are playing on PS2s, not PS1s. So a PS1 emulator that's perfectly accurate is going to be leagues slower than a PS2, right? And EPSXE is, I guess you could call it perfectly inaccurate because its inaccuracies that make it faster than a PS1 don't make it faster than a PS2, but make it almost equal to a PS2, which levels the playing field for speedrunning. At the end of the day, if there's a program that people can download to play Forbidden Memories on that makes them just as fast as a PS2 or, you know, tiny bit slower, but only a tiny bit, then I would rather them use that, as long as it doesn't give them any other advantage in the game, of course, which EPSXE doesn't, right? The only advantage that it gives is the fact that it's almost as fast as a PS2. That's fine by me. I don't care if the emulation's not accurate, as long as the game functions as it should, there's no additional bugs or glitches, and the speed is still equal to or slower to the fastest console, which is a PS2 with FDS, and I'm happy. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, no problem. Worst Baker. It's a very interesting situation. I will say that. It's a very, very interesting situation that I don't think you see repeated in many other spaces. I want to try to get a good rank. So I'm going to do some... I really don't want to use up the time wizard, though. I really want to get a good rank. Remember, I only have... So Keith is actually one of the better places to go if you need dragons or thunders. So missing out on an APOW against him would actually be a little heartbreaking. OpenMU, never used it, never heard of anybody using it in the FM community, never heard any discussion about it in the FM community, so I don't know anything about it. Alright, I don't like using, because the Time Wizard, what's so good about that is if I draw a dragon, it allows me to make a 2400 with only 2 cards. So by doing this, I'm getting rid of that. Now, if I draw a dragon, the best I can make in 2 cards is only 1600. But I'd be able to get 2800 direct damage on this turn instead of only getting, for example, like 800. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Yeah, Dragon Zombie is just barely more common on BCD, but SA POW is still wildly better than BCD, unless you need a trap. If you still need a trap, then you should be BCDing anyway. But if you don't need a trap, you should always be getting SA POW on Keith. BCD has a 0 chance for thunders. SA POW has a very decently, significantly... I just said like 5 different adjectives, but it has a very good chance for thunders. I was going to say very good, but it's not like huge, but it's good. I think it's in the 70s or something. And the chance to win a 1600 dragon is almost equal to BCD's Dragon Zombie, because you also gain Crawling Dragon number 2 as well on SA POW, I believe. So on SA POW, Dragon Zombie is a 92, and Crawling Dragon number 2 is a 30. Right, so 92, 102, 112, 122. So that's a 122 chance to get a big dragon. On BCD, You don't have Crawling Dragon number 2. You only have Dragon Zombie, which is a 108. So actually, on SA POW Keith, you have a bigger chance to win a dragon than you do BCD. A bigger chance to win a big dragon, a 1600 plus dragon, on SA POW than you do on BCD. And you also obviously get the chance for the Thunders that I mentioned on SA POW. You get, I don't know what the chance is, so you get a 30 chance for Bolt Escargot, you get a 30 chance for the Immortal of Thunder, and that's it. But that's a 60 chance at a Thunder. So you get a 60 chance at a Thunder and a higher chance, so, 60 versus 0, because Keith doesn't drop them on BCD. So 60 chance for a Thunder versus 0, and like, what did I say, like a 132 chance for a big dragon versus a 108 chance. So yeah, SA POW is objectively better in every way except for the fact that BCD you can win a trap. So if you still need a trap, I still think you should be BCDing Rex in a normal speed run. If you don't need a trap, you should never be BCDing him. That's what I thought he played Zoa, that asshole. In my head, I was like, that could be a Zoa, but even if it is, Immortal of Thunder can kill it. I can't believe he actually played it, though. Oh, that's lucky. Alright, let's see what we got. 1, 2. Ooh, baby. I already have 9 Thunders with this. Like, we are good on Thunders, dude. We are good on Thunders, and honestly, we're good on Dragons. Like, we're just looking great in this run already. 3, 4, 5. Ooh, and the Dragon Zombie. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't need another one, that's my 4th. But still, it goes to show how good it is. 12, 13, 14, 15. Nice. 2 Dragon Zombies and an Immortal of Thunder. I only can use one of the Dragon Zombies, though. I already have 2 Dragon Zombies, so I can only use one. But still, Dragon Zombie and the Thunder. Beautiful. So Shoddy is going to be an A-Tech for sure. We're definitely A-Teching him. John Galloway typing in the donate. Let's fucking go. The donate command. Alright, time to get rid of these fuckers. And we're gonna go bing. We're gonna go bang. And we're gonna go... Let's see... We'll go 7. And then go... Beautiful. Yes, Albert. It's called 15 card mod. You win 15 cards per duel instead of 1. You can actually download any card mod that you want all the way up to 15. So you can download 2 card mod. You win 2 cards. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. The 15 card became the most popular form of speedrunning the game just because the rest of the game is completely normal, except the farming is faster. So it's pretty much like a speedrunning dream come true, where you can play the game, do all the cool stuff that is in Forbidden Memories, all the cool tech and whatnot, but instead of spending 8 hours farming, you spend like 30 minutes. John, thank you for the $25 donation. Let's listen to this beautiful donation message. Ready?
$25 donation received from John G. Money.
take me to church, my boy. Thank you. I appreciate it greatly. Alright, we're ready to A-Tech Shoddy. It's not 15 times faster on the surface, no. If it was 15 times faster, then the world record for the original would be, like, you see what I mean? That would mean, like, if the world record for 15 card mod is 1 hour, then the world record for the normal game should be 15 hours, right? It's not like that, right? It does change the way you play the game in a lot of ways, because even in campaign, you're getting 15 cards, you know what I mean? So it's not just 15 times faster, but... Yep, there's a 15 card 100% category. It's really fun, too. 15 card 100% actually makes 100% fun. Even in terms of farming, it's not 15 times faster. Because think about it. Let's say I'm playing the original game, right? And I'm A-teching Pegasus. Let's say I win Megamorph on my 5th A-Tech, right? Took me 5 A-Techs and I got a Megamorph. And then after I get that Megamorph, I stop farming, right? So that's 5 duels. In 15 card mod, I do 1 A-Tech. Drop number 5 is Megamorph, but I still have 10 more drops, so maybe I get another Megamorph and a Dragon Treasure, right? So I got a lot more out of it, because in vanilla, like, in 15 card mod, you're getting 15 drops per duel, but in vanilla, you're not doing 15 duels on everybody when you farm, right? You might not do 15 A-Techs against Pegasus and 15 duels against Rex. So 15 card mod is not exactly that much faster, because you would technically stop earlier in vanilla. If that makes sense. Are runs with a fat PS2 using a hard drive allowed or not? Yeah, those are allowed. We've had people who run with modified hardware. Just know that if you were to hypothetically modify the game to, like, people have done it before, right? Where they modify the game so that, you know, some good cards are easier to win. Like MBD, the drop chance is a 20, right? Maybe you modify the game so that the drop chance is a 60, so you win MBD more often, right? We can find that out with 100% accuracy within a couple of minutes. It's pretty much reverse RNG manipulation, but we can figure out if your game has been modified in literally any way, and we can do it so goddamn easily. It's actually kind of crazy how easy it is to figure out if somebody modified their game these days. Like, it legitimately takes somebody with very little knowledge 5 minutes, and we can find out if you modified your game. And we don't need you to send us your game or anything, right? We can tell just by the footage if the game is modified, just by looking at what cards you won. And then we pretty much, what we do is we can play on a clean version of the game, and we can recreate the duels that you did, and we can see what cards you should have won, right? That's how verification actually works for Forbidden Memories. We can figure out what cards you should have won on any given duel, and it's very, very easy for us to do that. So if you modify the drop chances by 1, by literally just 1, all of your drops will technically not match up anymore, right? If I modified my Keith drop chances by just a little bit, even just by 1 out of 2048, all of these drops would have been different. And even if they weren't all different, even if only one of the drops was different, right? When we recreate the duel in our emulators, we can check all 15 drops and say, hey, that one's not right. and the only reason that would ever happen is if you modified your game, right? So that's how we verify runs. We can figure out what drops you should have gotten. And this isn't just for 15 card mod, it's actually for the original game and any mod like that, right? The original game, 5 card mod, 10 card mod, 15 card mod, it doesn't matter. We can figure out exactly what drops you should have had, and if even one drop doesn't match, you modified your game. 100% accuracy, you modified it. That's how easy it is for us to figure that out these days. And it sounds like it's hard to recreate a duel, but trust me, it's not. There's so many tools that exist today, and there's no way to get around that either. That's the best part. There's literally no way to get around it changing your drops. You make MBD drop more often, you do a duel, you win 2 MBDs or something. When we look at it, we could say, hey, instead of MBD, you were supposed to win Shadow Spectre, but you got an MBD. Curious. You know, it's so cool how we can do it. It really is cool. And like I said, it doesn't even take that much time. It used to take actually a decent amount of time, like maybe 30 minutes to verify a run like that. These days, it's literally like 5 minutes. And it doesn't require much information at all. In fact, I'm planning on making a YouTube tutorial on how to verify, like, if somebody got the drops they were supposed to. And once a YouTube tutorial's made, now everybody can verify runs if they want to, right? Because as of right now, if you wanted to learn how to verify, like, if somebody's cheating on a run or not, you would have to contact people. You'd have to contact me or somebody else who knows how to do it in order to get that information, because there's not like a proper tutorial written out anywhere. But once that information's on YouTube for everybody, now some random dude who's watching you stream in your chat could pick out the fact that you're cheating. Like, now you don't know who is watching, who knows how to do it. Because right now, if I'm not watching your stream and Nate's not watching your stream, we're not going to know. Now, when you go to submit your run to the leaderboards, we'll know, because we'll verify your run and notice you cheated. But you won't get called out in real time, at least. But once that video's on YouTube, there could be random people just watching your stream who are bored and decide, I'm going to check and make sure he actually, is not cheating. And if they find out you cheated, they could be in your chat in 10 seconds, in 10 minutes, calling you a cheater, and makes our work even easier. So the way 15 card mod works, Zod, is that it's +7 frames for every single drop you get. So drop number 1 is actually +7 frames from what the drop would have been in the original game, and then every drop after that is just +7 frames. So in the original Forbidden Memories, if you ended a duel on frame 100, you would get whatever drop is on frame 100, right? In 15 card mod, you end a duel on frame 100. Your first drop is whatever card is located on frame 107. And then your second drop is whatever card is located on frame 114. And so on and so forth, +7 every time. That's how the mods work. And then obviously for 5 card mod, it's the same thing, right? +7. It's the same thing for all the card mods. That's how the card mods actually work. Alright, so I want to A-Tech Shoddy, so yeah, 3D duels do indeed change the frame, in a couple interesting ways too. It depends on when you exit out of the 3D duel for how many frames it advances. So as you might have known from the previous stream where I talked about it, once you're in a duel, the frame count freezes. So right now, if I started this duel on frame 100, right? We're still on frame 100 technically, right? Because it normally when you're in the menus and stuff, the frame count goes up by 60 every second, but once you start a duel, it freezes, and the frame count only actually goes up depending on actions, right? So when I fused that Skelegon, it actually made the frame count go up a set number, right? So every time you fuse a card, it makes that frame number jump up, for the sake of argument, let's say by 1,000, right? So if I started this duel on frame 1,000, as soon as I got into the duel, boom, it's locked to frame 1,000. And then I fuse that Skelegon. How many fusions was that? 2? So when the first fusion happened, it went from 1,000, boom, 2,000. Another fusion, boom, 3,000, right? And not every, but a lot of the actions you do in a duel will add set numbers to the frame count. Like doing this doesn't add anything to it, but fusing does. Guardian Star interactions do. So for example, if I attacked a card that had Sun right now, right? And there was, that little Guardian Star animation where it makes that noise, it goes, psh, right? That will add a certain number. 3D duels are another one. 3D duels are cool because it will add a certain number depending on when you cancel out of the 3D duel. So if you cancel out immediately, it'll add one number. If you wait 5 seconds and then you cancel out of it, it'll add a different number. And there's different sections in the 3D duel. Different ranges, right? So if you cancel out of a 3D duel, for example, this isn't true, but the idea is, if you cancel out of a 3D duel anywhere between the very beginning and the first 5 seconds, it will add, say 100. So if you cancel out at second 1, it adds 100. Second 2 adds 100, all the way up to second 5. And then from second 5 to second 10, if you cancel out, it'll add 200, right? And there's different ranges like that in a 3D duel. That's how that works. Now, of course, the numbers that I just gave you aren't real. Like, that's not the true numbers. I don't have all of that off the top of my head, but it explains the idea well in an easy to understand way. That's really what I'm trying to do, is just explain the concept of it. Direct attacks will also add to the frame count. There's what's known as I don't even remember what we referred to them as. I want to say like a low attack and a high attack. If you do a direct attack for, I want to say it's under 2,000 life points, then that will add a certain number. And then if you do a direct attack for 2,000 or more life points, that'll be a different number. Yeah, it's pretty cool how it works. Pretty damn cool if you're asking me, which I know you're not. Bone Mouse is really good for taking damage on purpose. So I'm going to go ahead and utilize that to take all the damage I need right now. I drew all 3 of them, so I may as well utilize it to take all the damage I need to take. I don't care how long this ATEC takes, as long as it's an ATEC, you know. Yes, that's actually how RNG manipulation works. So there is RNG manipulation in this game, Worst Baker. I mean, there's full speedruns with it. I've done speedruns of it, Nate's done speedruns of it, where, yeah, that's exactly how we do it. You start the duel on a certain frame, you do certain actions within the duel to end the duel on a particular frame, in order to get a certain card. Pretty much it's done by researching all of this ahead of time. And you can figure out, you know, hey, Heishin 1 drops MBD, right? He drops MBD, but he drops it at an extremely rare rate, right? But you can say, hey, what if I look at what drops Heishin has on all of the frames between 1 and 10,000? And then I put that all in a spreadsheet and I search for all the frames that drop MBD. And then I say, oh, that's really cool. Frame 400 drops Meteor B Dragon. So now all I need to do is figure out, how do I end the duel on frame 400? And you work it all out. You work out, okay, if I start the duel on this frame and I do these actions during the duel exactly, then at the end of the duel, it'll be exactly frame 400 and I'll win MBD. And that's exactly how RNG manipulation works. That's exactly how we do those speedruns. Yeah, I think I use the regular sound settings. I don't remember fucking with them. I haven't fucked with my EPSXE settings in like years. If it's 60 frames per second, how do you start on a certain frame? It's hard. That's how. So, the real magic of RNG manipulation runs is this. Here's how we get around that, right? It's still really hard, but it's not as hard as what you're thinking. Let me explain how. So, remember how I said we would look for a frame that has MBD, say frame 400, and then we would go for that? What we actually do, right, that was just to explain how it works, but what we actually do is we look for a range of frames where MBD drops. So instead of it being, you know, let's go for one frame, there are actually ranges where a certain card will drop. So instead of one frame, maybe there's 5 frames in a row. 400, 401, 402, 403, 404, and 405, let's even say, right? All 6 of those all drop MBD. So if that's true, then we have 6 frames to start the duel correctly. Now, it's still hard to do that, right? But it's not 1/60th of a second hard. Now it's only 1/10 of a second as hard. And that is the real magic of RNG manip runs, is that we look for ranges of frames where we get a favorable outcome, right? RNG, that's really how RNG manip works, is we don't go for specific frames. When we're doing the research, when we're creating the route for the run, we look for ranges. We never ever really settle for single frames because it's just not viable in a speedrun to go for a single frame like that usually. So it's much better to look for a range of frames. Sometimes it ends up being really weird where, for example, the way that some of the MBDs work in the speedrun is that it'll be all of the even numbers between a range. Don't ask me why the game does this, but it'll be like MBD will drop on frame 468, 470, and 472, right? So typically, that's how the MBDs actually work, by the way. So in that situation, what we would do is we would aim for dead center between, you know, that range, and then kind of just hope that we hit one of them, you know what I mean? It's almost like a 50-50 shot. But yeah, that's how it works. Now, that's how the MBDs work, but for pretty much all of the other manips that we do during the run, it's an actual solid range. I mean, there are a lot of RNG manips that we do that have a pretty big range. Like, I'm talking like 20 frames. Now, keep in mind, a lot of the RNG manips we do aren't for drops. In an RNG manip run, we need to win those 3 MBDs right at the beginning, but after that, we don't need to win any more cards. Once we win the 3 MBDs in the beginning, we don't need to win any more cards, and the reason for that is because we have RNG manipulation. Once we have 3 MBDs, guess what we can do? We can manipulate it so that we start a duel on a frame where we draw 2 or 3 MBDs in the opening hand. And for somebody like Seto Third, we would pretty much, let's say you want to RNG manipulate winning a duel against Seto Third. So what we would do is we would look at all the different frames and we would look for a range of frames where 2 things happen. 1, we draw 2 or 3 MBDs, right? 2 or 3. 2, we would look for a range where not only do we draw 2 or 3 MBDs, but we also get an easy mode, right? He doesn't play Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. That way, we're confirming a win. Yeah, and that's why we need to get 3 MBDs, is because if we only got 1 or 2, it's much harder to find big ranges where we draw, 2+ MBDs. With 3 of them, it opens up our options a lot later on when we're looking for RNG manips. Yeah, it's really cool, honestly. It's really, really, really fucking cool. So yeah, drop manipulation is only like a very tiny part of an RNG manip run. All we do is manipulate 3 drops at the very beginning, and then the rest of the run is just manipulating duels for a win. That's all. Pretty fucking cool though. Well, that's only for RNG manip runs, the worst baker. This is not an RNG manip run, and none of the speed runs I've done in the past 2 years have been an RNG manip run. They've all been just normal runs. RNG manipulation runs are like a separate category, and it's something that's not commonly speed ran, right? There's only a couple people who've ever speed ran RNG manip. So, 99% of the runs you watch today are going to be normal runs without RNG manip. Like this one. Good, there's my trap used. Just need him to attack one more time. I'd really rather not do... No, I guess I can. It's not a big deal. Yeah, I'll do it this way. The best way for me to confirm that he's going to attack is by doing that. Because, 0 defense. I don't like wasting a dragon zombie, but it doesn't even matter. I'm already done with fusions, so... Well, I'm technically not done. I need one more, but... We'll get one fusion, I promise. Yeah, I can do this, and this, and this. Alright, I should be able to end it next turn. Yep, I can. Any pog drops? About to finish a shoddy A-Teching campaign, so we'll find out. Left when I beat the MK? No pog drops, because I haven't really done any, like... I haven't done any duels where an equip is possible yet, until now. But I won a bunch of Dragons and Thunders. I have 9 Thunders now. And just a shit ton of dragons, so we're pretty much good. Well, we are good on Dragons and Thunders now, for sure. Let's see what Shoddy does. Oh yeah, I would have lost count too. The only way I'm able to talk like that when I'm doing an ATAC is because I have a counting program on my phone that I'm counting everything with. I would have lost count. I don't need to use the counting program. Like, obviously, if I actually, you know, if I give, like, 10% of my focus to the game, I can keep count. But, you know, if I'm just sitting here streaming, you know, entertaining, talking to you guys, then I like to have a counting program up so that I can, you know, I can take my focus away from counting and into talking. Alright, let's see what we get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. More than halfway and nothing yet. 9, 10. Don't need it, I already have plenty of traps. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh! Drop 15 saves the ATAC, yeah. Drop 15 saving the ATAC, boys. That's what I like to see. What's the program called? It's on the Google Play Store. It's called Multi-Counter. That's what mine is called. But there's tons of counting programs on the Play Store. If you just search for counter, I'm sure you'll find one. I looked through a couple and I ended up going with this one because it lets you add multiple different counts, like counters, and it also lets you name the counters. And it also has a reset all button, which if I'm doing ATAC after ATAC, it's nice if it has a reset all button, which is a button you obviously press and it resets all the counts to 0. Because I'm keeping track of fusions, effective attacks, trap. Really, the trap is just either 1 or 0. Just so I'm not thinking, did I use my trap? Now I know, right? Equips and magics, right? So having a reset all button is nice. The program I used before this, I don't remember what it was called, but it didn't have a reset all button, so at the end of every ATAC, I'd be like, you know, pressing the -1 on the fucking fusion count like 15 times, and it was just a little bit annoying, but not that big of a deal. Shit ATAC even with Beast Fangs? Not for Shoddy. For Shoddy, that's a great ATAC, because typically you get fucking nothing from him. This is what it looks like. This is how I've had it set up for years. Wait for it to focus a bit. There you go. Yeah. So if you're ever wondering why I'm looking down at my phone, 99% of the time, if it's during an ATAC, that's what I'm doing. You know, so I do, you know, oh, I just did 3 fusions. Bop, bop, bop. That way I literally don't have to keep any count. It's just like, okay, I just did 3 fusions, hit button 3 times, and then I look at like, oh, I'm at 11, you know. Alright, Beast Fangs is really good. We have 3 Beast Fangs now, by the way, so Beast Fangs is no longer a card I want. Beast Fangs needs to fuck off now. Beautiful. Actually, I could definitely go with more dragons here. We have 5 and then 6, 7, 8 for the triple dragon zombie, and then we have 8, 9, yeah. Okay, cool. 8 dragons, 9 thunders. I will take it. Alright, so Bakura, I'm pretty sure my rank on him just doesn't really matter at this point. I think it's like all, you know, full sail ahead to Pegasus at this point. I don't think Bakura is going to matter. But just in case, let me check his A-Tech. I don't think I've ever looked at Bakura's A-Tech drop list. I mean, I'm sure I did years ago, but didn't even remember what he had because he probably doesn't have anything. Yeah, he has literally nothing. I mean, he has Crush Card at 2. Warrior Elimination. He has a Bright Castle at 32? Hold up. I didn't even know that. I guess we're going to A-Tech Bakura then. Alright. Then I guess we're A-Teching him. Now, normally, it's not worth it, right? To A-Tech somebody just because they have a 32 chance at a Bright Castle. But, remember, the amount of farm duels I get to do in this run is very limited. What happens if Pegasus drops... You know, what happens if I get 2 bad A-Techs on Pegasus? I only get to fight Pegasus 2 times. What happens if both are bad and I get nothing? In that case, I'm going to need A-Techs against people like this. That's why. But, you know, you might be saying, well, why don't you just save the A-Techs, see how Pegasus goes, and then go back in A-Tech? I can't do that for a campaign. I can do that for free duel, which is why I'm saving people like Seto1 and Rax. But for campaign, I don't know whether I'm gonna need it or not. So if I say, Pegasus will probably be fine, and then I BCD Bakura, and then Pegasus drops nothing, I'm going to feel like an asshole for wasting an A-Tech where I could have gotten a Bright Castle. So definitely going to be A-Teching him. How do you A-Tech? There's a bunch of requirements that you have to fulfill. I made a good tutorial on it right here, if you're interested. I'll put it in Twitch chat too, why not? Alright, yeah, I mean, we're ready to A-Tech. Nothing else I need to do, so let's go do it. Just a reminder, if you guys are enjoying the stream, as of right now, this is my full-time job, so any donations that you give are greatly appreciated and help me continue bringing you content like this so frequently. I do, however, by the way, I don't think I told Stream this yet, but I actually have a phone interview tomorrow. Technically today, I have a phone interview in like 7 hours from now. It's a phone interview for the position of I think it's called Advanced Repair Agent at Geek Squad. For those of you who don't know, Geek Squad is like the PC repair like company that operates within Best Buy. It's a Best Buy brand. You go into a Best Buy and you see, you know, a Geek Squad area that's you could bring your computer and shit to be fixed. It's for a position as an advanced repair tech there. So that'll be good if I can do that. It's part-time, so streams should be just as frequent, you know, should be normal stream amount. That shouldn't really change. But it'll be, you know, it'll be some extra money, which is definitely going to be helpful. It'll be extra money, but it'll also be consistent money, which is something I'm really looking forward to, is having some consistent income. Because, you know, some streams I don't get donations, some streams I do. Now I do get a paycheck every month from Google and, well, yeah, really just YouTube, not Twitch these days, which is a decent amount and is a good portion of my income, but the rest has to always be made up with donations. So if I don't get enough donations in multiple streams in a row, then I'm kind of just screwed. So it's really helpful to have, you know, a secondary income that I can trust every single month like this. So it'll be helpful, and since it's part-time, like I said, it should not interfere with how much I live stream either, so I should be able to do everything that I'm doing now with streaming, plus that. Yeah, I'm big into PC building. That, I mean, I have two passions in life. One of them is streaming, but honestly, the bigger passion is technology, and in particular, PC repair. I fucking love, you know, PC repair, building computers. I'm going to school for it to get, well, going for school for computer information systems, which is pretty much the cousin of, like, there's CIS and then there's, what's the other one? There's normal computer science that it's like more towards programming. And then there's computer information systems, which is pretty much everything but programming. It's more the physical end of things. There is software stuff involved in my degree as well, but it's more on the physical side, PC repair, networking, things like that. Network security, cyber security, right? Cyber security is what I want to end up getting a career in. Yep, I shouldn't have to interact with customers at all, which is good. And this is also not the first time I've worked in PC repair. I worked at a bank before, in their IT department doing this type of work. I worked at my college at their IT help desk. I did that for a good amount of time. Dealt with a lot of cool shit there. The bank was by far the best though. I learned so much and I got to do so much cool shit there. At the bank, they gave me a lot of free reign to do a lot of really cool shit. I automated, like, all of their PC setup processes with PowerShell, which was really fun. They were still... The bank that I worked at was still doing all of their PC setups manually. Yeah. Like, when I say manually, they were, like, legitimately going to every individual computer. And keep in mind, it's a local bank branch that has about 8 or 9 locations in the area, and they were legitimately still going to each individual PC and setting it up and then going to the next one. And then they hired me, and they're like, yeah, one day they were like, all right, well, we have a new PC deployment happening, and, you know, we need your help setting up all these computers. And I saw how they were doing it, and I'm like, why are you doing it like that? And they're like, well, what do you mean? And I'm like, you should be able to easily automate this. And they're like, well, can you do it? And I'm like, well, keep in mind, this was like 2018, so I'm like a fucking 19-year-old, or no, 2018 was what, like it was like 3.5 years ago, so I'm like 21. I haven't learned PowerShell yet or anything, and I'm like, well, I don't have all the knowledge I need to do it now, but if you give me like a week or two, you know, at work to focus on that, then yeah, I could literally make it so you can do it, you know, in an instant. And they're like, fuck it, free reign, go nuts. They even bought me a book on PowerShell. They literally bought me a book on PowerShell, which was very nice of them. I used it. I read the whole thing. I learned a lot about PowerShell, but I still learned the majority of the things I needed to know from online, of course. But yeah, I spent like a week learning and writing a big script in PowerShell to just set up all the computers instantly. And then I pretty much told them, you know, we had another PC deployment and they wanted to see it work. And I'm like, all right, just plug all the, you know, all you need to do is plug all the PCs into the network and leave the rest to me. And they're like, okay. And they plugged them all into the network. I went on the main machine. I remoted into, like, I just pushed the script to every single one of them all at once. And I'm like, all right, just wait like an hour now and go look at all of them. and it was all done. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. I loved being able to do shit like that. After I did that, they pretty much... It was funny, when I first started working there, I was just in the IT department, like doing normal, like, you know, help desk tickets and things like that. But like after that, after I showed them that I could do that, for the remainder of time I worked there, after I did that, all of my time was spent working on like individual projects like that. Like after that, they were like, okay, we have a website for the bank and it's done in WordPress and nobody has touched it in like 10 years or something. Like it needs updates. We want, you know, a directory on the website with all of the staff information. We want to put profile pictures for each staff member on their computer and on their Outlook. And they wanted all this shit done, and they just gave it to me, and I just went nuts for months doing this shit on my own. I went around, I took fucking pictures of every single fucking staff member. I set up profile pictures. I completely redid their WordPress website. I made a directory in WordPress for all of the staff. It was just so fucking fun, dude. They were ignorant of it, Nightfire. The IT department, I don't know if they were ignorant of it or if they just didn't have the time, because keep in mind, this was an IT department of 2 people when I got hired. Like without me, it was 2 people, and that was 2 people to cover 9 different locations of banks, right? And that's a lot. That's a lot for 2 people. So, but I mean, like they had, it's the amount of time it takes to set up the automation is far less than it would take to set up the hundreds of computers they were doing manually, you know what I mean? So, I never understood why they didn't do it. I don't think they knew how to do it, but I don't think they wanted to learn how to do it. But then when I came in and I was like, hey, you have me now, just, you know, set me loose for a week and I can figure it out. Did I know how to do, like, the automation when I told them that I could do it? No, I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know how to do anything in PowerShell or anything like that. I had a basic idea, but like I had a basic idea of how I could do it, but I didn't know the specifics at all. And I told them that. I'm like, I don't know the specifics of how to do it, but give me some time. Give me like a week or 2, and I could have this process automated, not just on this deployment, but forever. Like this is a one-time deal. You set this up now, that's it. You're good forever. I'm going to save you like hundreds of hours over the years of manpower. And they're like, go nuts. And I went nuts. They even bought me a PowerShell book, like I said. It was a lot of fun. How come I left? I left because they needed somebody in my position full time. And they offered it to me. Like, they didn't say, you know, you're fired. We need to hire someone full-time. Because I was part-time, by the way. Well, I was part-time. So I was still going to college full-time back then. Right now, I'm going to college part-time. But back then, I was going full-time, right? And the way that it would work would be in the summer, I would work full-time. And during the semester, I would work part-time. And they said, hey, summer is ending, but we need somebody in your position full-time. They said, do you want it? And I said, well, I have school. And they're like, well, that kind of sucks, but we need somebody in your position full-time. So the decision to me was I would have to quit school in order to work there full-time, you know, for, you know, year-round, or I would have to leave the job. And it sucked. It sucked big ass because I loved working there, but I wasn't going to quit school to work there forever. I loved working there, don't get me wrong, but I have more ambition than working at a local bank in, you know, in that position for the rest of my life. That's not what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. It was a lot of fun, but it's not what I wanted forever. It wasn't going to be my career, right? And I wasn't going to quit school for it. So I said, all right, I guess I'm not going to be working here after the summer then. And that was it. And that's when I started streaming full-time, by the way. is because I had to leave that job because I didn't want to quit school for it. And I had a decision to make when that happened. Because they didn't give me a ton of notice, unfortunately. I only had about a week to make the decision of quit school and work here, or keep going to school and do something else and leave the job, right? So I decided very quickly that I wasn't going to quit school for the job, right? So I was like, okay, I have a week and I'm going to be unemployed. I live in my own apartment. I have bills to pay. What do I do? And I could have gone back to working retail, shitty retail at Target, right? The job I had before the bank was working at Target. And the reason I left Target was A, because I found a better job, but B, because it fucking sucked ass, right? Before I worked at the bank, I pretty much worked, all retail jobs. I worked at Kmart, I worked at Target. One of my first jobs when I was still in high school was at McDonald's, right? So I've worked my fair share of really shitty jobs. And after working at the bank, which was that job was a dream come true, guys. I was going to work at 8 a.m. with a suit and tie on every day, and I was fucking skipping to work every morning. I was so excited because it was just so great. So going from that back to working shitty retail at Target, I couldn't do it. And at the time, I had been live streaming as a hobby at the time since 2012. I started live streaming in 2012. And this happened in 2018. So I had been live streaming as a hobby for 6 years already when this was happening. And I was making money from it. I wasn't making enough money to pay all my bills, but it was starting to get somewhat close to that. So I had two options. I could go back to work at Target and really fucking hate every day of my life. Or I could take a really, really, really big risk and start focusing on live streaming full time, every day, focusing on content creation and live streaming full time to pay my bills as my main and only source of income. And I thought about going back to Target again, and I'm like, well, I'll get consistent paychecks every month. I'll be able to pay my bills, but I'm really going to fucking hate my life. And I'm like, I really don't want to hate my life again. But at the same time, do I want to take a risk that's this big, right? And the reason I picked streaming is because I realized that I was probably never going to get another chance in my life to try it, right? Moving to streaming full time was always something in my mind that I said, one day I would love to at least try, right? I would love to at least give it a fair shot, right? And I was like, this is my opportunity for that. I'm not going to get another chance. I might, right? I might get another chance, but I'm 21 years old, right? I don't have that many more years to, this was back in 2018. I was 21 years old. I was losing the job that I loved, and I was going to be forced to go back into a shitty job. And I was like, I'm already making a good amount of money streaming. I'm still young enough where I can try this, do it for a few years, and it won't be that big of a deal in my main career path, right? If there's ever a time to try it, now is the time. And I fucking took the risk. I left the bank, and I did not get another job. And wouldn't you believe it? It actually worked. Because here I am in 2022, and this has been my main source of income ever since then in 2018. I have not had another actual job since then. The bank was the last place that I actually had a legit job at. I've done some freelance stuff here and there, a little bit of contract work, but for the most part, that was the last actual job I had. So, needless to say, it worked, right? I have supported myself pretty much 100% on live streaming, and live streaming only, well, live streaming and content creation, you know, YouTube, whatnot, since September of 2018. Yeah, September of 2018. So yeah. That is the story of how I started live streaming full time. So when I say something like, "Oh, you know, donate to help to keep the stream running," do I want to say shit like that to you guys? Do I want to keep saying, do I want to tell you guys to donate, once an hour every stream? No, right? I obviously don't want to do that. I don't want to ask people from you guys for money like that. I don't want to say, hey, if you enjoy the stream, consider throwing a couple bucks my way. I don't want to say that on any stream, right? But this, I kind of have to, right? This is my job, right? And unfortunately, I don't make enough to support myself off of the passive income. Passive being, the ad revenue on YouTube and stuff like that. Back then, I was making like double what I am now on ad revenue because YouTube was paying a lot more for things like ad revenue back then than they are now, right? So that's why I have to rely a lot more on donations these days, and I don't like doing that, but I don't have a choice. However, if I get... Now, some of you might be thinking, well, why didn't you just get another job? Go back to Target. Fucking do something, right? Right. But fuck that. I don't know. You can call me an idiot. You can call me too picky. But I don't want to go back to working a shitty retail job. I just don't. Right? And I've been looking, occasionally for something more my speed and, working at Geek Squad in a PC repair place where where I'm just focusing on the repairs, the repair side of things, and not the customer service side of things, that's more my speed. And I checked the job listings a couple days ago because I check every few days. I would check, Geek Squad has been pretty much number one on my list of one of the places I wanted to work at if anything good opened up. And something good opened up, so I applied to it and I got a phone interview. So, yeah. So that's where we are now, so everybody understands. Sorry to those of you who just came to watch the gameplay, because this has probably been a really boring stream if you just came to watch the game. Probably been a pretty boring stream, because I've stopped a lot to talk about a lot of different things, but there you go. So it'd support you more to watch on YouTube as a casual viewer. I mean, technically, yes. But the difference of a couple people is not going to really make any sort of noticeable change, right? If every single person who watched me on Twitch watched me on YouTube instead, I might get 10 extra bucks a month, right? That's how little of a difference it really even makes at this point. Because YouTube pays so little for ad revenue and things like that. Really, the number one way to support me is through donations. That's the number one way. $1, $2, $5, literally whatever. That's the number one way. To financially support me, I mean, financially. The number one way to actually support me is just by watching the streams, sharing the streams, talking about the streams. When a stream is over, if you didn't get to watch all of it live, go back and watch the video of the stream, right? People who do that, you're helping me a lot. You don't realize how much you're helping me. Liking the videos, liking the live streams, commenting on the live streams after they're done. That shit helps so fucking much. I can't even describe it. And that shit to do is free. That shit's free, dude. And it helps a lot. Trust me, it does. It makes a noticeable difference. Let me check. If you donated less than $3, then that could be why, because the alert only goes off for donations that are $3 or more. That's not because I don't value your donation if it's less than $3. It's just because when I had it set to $1 before, people abused it because it has, you know, a big alert with text-to-speech with a message you type in. So people would spam donate $1 with super long messages just to, you know, fuck around. Oh, that is not a less than $3 donation. That is that is definitely more than 3. Okay. Sometimes my bot will also just not recognize donations. If you send a donation, I promise you I'm always getting the money, but sometimes my bot drops donations for literally no fucking reason because the bot can suck my right nut. So just give me a second and I will manually add it. Yeah, so if this happens, I have to manually add the donation into the bot because it's fucking horrible. It's a good bot. I shouldn't call it horrible, especially since I've never even reported this as a bug before. I shouldn't really be complaining. I really need to do that. Yeah, sometimes it will, like, I don't know what causes it. It has to be something. There has to be something causing it on the user's end that will cause their donations not to get picked up by it. I think, at least in the past, there's been a lot of people who donate on mobile. Like, they'll actually be on their phone and they will click on the donation link on their phone and they will donate on their phone. And it seems like it happens more often whenever people do that, as opposed to being at a PC or laptop and doing it. It seems, right? But even that is not a rule, because there's plenty of people who've donated through, you know, through their phone and it works fine. And there's also plenty of people who've donated on their PC and it doesn't work. So it doesn't seem like it's a rule. But a lot of the people who have this problem, and I've asked them about it, at least half of them have said that they're on mobile. Probably more than half. I don't know if there's correlation there, but it's just a guess. I have no clue why it happens. So let me add your donation manually. I apologize again. It's really fucking annoying when this happens. It's even worse when it happens during a speedrun and I can't actually stop for like a minute to do it. But there it is, Zod. Thank you so much for the $20, dude. It helps a lot. Trust me. It helps in such a big way.
$20 donation received from this hot. Can't pay you as much as Target, but here's a start.
Trust me, dude. It helps a lot. It's better than working at Target because I actually like what I get to do every day. I mean, I more than like what I get to do every day. I get to do this every day. I get to talk to a bunch of really cool people and entertain you guys and play video games. Like, come on, dude. Like, I think everybody knows that's a dream come true. Like, it's not something I need to say. You guys know it's a dream come true. For anybody that happens to, it's gonna be a fucking dream come true. Thank you so much, Zod. I really do appreciate it, man. It, like I said, it helps so much. It really does. So yeah, I guess that's my story. That was a long story. I apologize to those who don't give a shit. That was a very long story, I admit. But hopefully, for those of you who do give a shit, it was at least interesting. And hopefully for everybody, it just gives you guys a better understanding of where I'm coming from when I'm live streaming. You know, when I'm live streaming and I'm, you know, talking about donations a lot on one particular stream or something like that. I just hope that you guys understand now, at least a little bit better, where I'm coming from in all of this. You know what I mean? Hopefully it just helps everybody have a better understanding of where I'm at. What if I can't beat the game with the farm? Then I guess it's a failed run. pretty much I'll do all the farming I can possibly do, and if I still can't beat the game, then, you know, I'll try to beat the game again and again and again. I'll keep trying the final 6, and if I just can't beat them, then I guess failed run. Here we go again. Randomly wake up at 5 a.m. to this auto-playing, and now I'm downloading the emulator again. Sorry. That's really funny. I'm sorry for corrupting you so early in the morning, but... Yeah, it's 5:40 a.m. for me, John Quigley. I didn't wake up and start the stream, though. I started streaming 2.5 hours ago. I've stayed up all night, really. My sleep schedule is just utterly fucked. But I can fix it whenever I want to. I just don't really have a need to at the moment. Yeah, Zod, I tend to agree with you, but, like, comments like that never used to bother me for the longest time, and this is the first time I guess I'm ever actually admitting this. Comments like that never used to bother me, but recently, not recently, but I guess it's worn me down a little bit, and it does bother me a little bit these days, hearing people say, because, like, in a way, I think the reason it has started to bother me a little bit is because, in a way, I agree with them. You know what I mean? In a way, I kind of agree with them, you know? I think that's why it started to bother me, because it's in a way true. And I think that's usually the type of insults that typically bother people, are the ones that have some hint of truth in them, usually. And yeah, I'm man enough to admit that that's probably why it bothers me, is because there's a hint of truth to it. Yeah, it sucks to admit that, but it's true. Some hint of truth in it. I think it's mostly from people who don't fully understand the situation and haven't really been there themselves, but I don't think the general idea of it is wrong, I guess. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, the mold problem is fixed. My floors were replaced. What do I need to do? I need to take more damage, get more effectives, use my trap. Okay, so we don't need any more twin edits, is what we're getting at here. Okay, good. Glad to hear it. Full-time in retail, but then took a reduction to part-time and concentrated on tree felling, as it was making me a lot happier and could spend more time with my family and provide for them. So totally understand your story. Yeah, see, you're somebody who would actually totally understand where I'm coming from then, yeah. I think it's good to do stuff like that. Like, like, even if it makes things more difficult in some ways, I think it's, you know, it's something that you have to weigh. You know, you have to weigh, is the difficulty that this is going to cause worth what I get out of it? And in my case, it was. The financial difficulty that came from not getting a shitty retail job at Target again and trying this. Did it create financial difficulties for me? Yes. Did it make it so I actually have to talk about donations on stream a lot more than I want to? Yes. But the happiness and fulfilled feeling that I get out of it every day, in my particular case, is better than those negatives. There's more positive than negative there, which is why I did it and why I continue to do it. Bear Trap sucks my nuts, but I'm only at 14 cards left. I have 2 fake traps. Fuck it, dude. I'm not using Bear Trap. Bear Trap can suck my right nut, dude. I really don't like it. It's a bad card, man. I don't need to use bear trap on this guy. Do we need to stoop so low? I think not. Yeah, it would be really cool if this game got a legit fucking any attention from Konami, really. See, Bear Trap would have done nothing there. Fuck you, Bear Trap. That's my boy. There's Fake Trap. We like Fake Trap in this household. There's a good chance that I still would have met Farrell without choosing to live stream as a job. I met Farrell because one day she randomly messaged me on Facebook. That's how I met Farrell. I'm pretty sure that would have happened regardless. I mean, there's no way you could really know because, you know, butterfly effect type shit. You never know how many different events would have happened in the world, how things would have actually, shaken out, but theoretically, it probably still would have happened. You see, this guy just scares me. Because if he doesn't attack after I use all those cards, I'm screwed. And Bakura is known for playing cards that cannot go into attack mode because they're defensive monsters. So I'm just going to go, okay, whatever. Fuck you. Fuck you too, Bakura. Appreciate it. Ooh, I'm doing way too much damage to him though. I don't want to have him down this low like this, but it shouldn't be a problem. I think I already have 4 effective attacks. At least that's what my count says, so I shouldn't really even need to destroy any more monsters of his. But just in case, I'm gonna wait for him to attack that. I'm even gonna just use this now. Yeah, so I'll attack that and win. Just to be positive that this is going to be the rank that I want. Alright, yeah, we should be good to go. Let's see why not. So Bakura can drop Bright Castle. That's pretty much the only reason I attacked him. It's at a pretty low rate. It's a 32, but still possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Feather Duster's pretty useless. 12. Lol. 13. Lol. 14. 15. Alright, we got nothing. That's okay. I got a 3rd Fake Trap at least, I guess, so we can take the disgusting looking Bear Trap out of our deck. Alright, time for one of the most important duels in the entire run. In this entire run, I only get 2 attacks at Pegasus, and we are about to do one of them. Have you got a new favorite way to A-Tech now? I know you did a different way yesterday. No, the reason I was doing defensive win A-Techs yesterday is because I didn't have a trap. But near the beginning of the stream today, I won a trap, so now I can do the normal way of A-Teching. The only reason I did it was because I didn't have a trap yesterday. I understand the retail thing. I've done it for quite some time, trying to get my photography off the ground, but that isn't easy. It's my passion, but it takes time and some luck to get it going. Yeah, no, it absolutely does. Any creative endeavor like that is going to take a lot of work and like honestly an equal amount of luck. Like even what I'm doing here, did it take a lot of work to build up everything that I have now? Yeah, it took a shit ton of work, but it also took a shit ton of luck, right? I was in the right place at the right time to find out about speedrunning and Forbidden Memories and deciding to do it, and everyone else in the world was in the exact correct mindset to want to look up Forbidden Memories speedrunning, and the algorithms were set up in the exact way so that people would find me at the right time, and like a lot of things that are out of my control had to go right, in addition to all the hard work I did in order for this to be viable in any way. And even then, that's only for me to like scrape by. Like, I've been doing this for 3.5 years as my main source of income, but I've been scraping by for the past 3.5 years. There's been plenty of times when I was very comfortable because I would get, you know, a big donation. Somebody would donate fucking, you know, $2,000 and I'd be super comfortable for a while. And then there's other times, like now, where the amount of donations I get is extremely low for multiple streams in a row, and there's not much I can do. It comes down to really luck, you know? Who's watching right now? Who has the money to donate right now? Who actually wants to donate right now? You know what I mean? It's all luck. I mean, it's not all luck, but there's a lot of luck involved. Even now that I have this off the ground, it's still a lot of luck for me to get by every month. But I have been. For 3.5 years, I've gotten just lucky enough to get by. Some months it's by the skin of my teeth, and other months it's comfortably. More often than not, it's by the skin of my teeth, but still, I have been able to do it. I think this month is going to probably be a problem, though. The past couple streams that I've done have been extremely dry on donations. And again, I'm not saying this to bellyache. I'm not saying this to make people, you know, pity me and give me more money, right? I'm just saying this because it's the truth and it's my livelihood right now, right? I'm just being real with you guys. The past couple streams I've done have been extremely dry in donations, and it's nearing the end of the month, and I have rent coming up, and I'm gonna be... Now, I've probably said this 100 times in the past 3.5 years, where I say, I don't think I'm gonna make it this month. I think this is finally gonna be the month where I'm not gonna be able to pay my bills. And I've said that so many months in the past 3.5 years, but then it always seems to work out. But who knows? Maybe this month it won't be this month will be the month where it doesn't work out. I don't know. I do have a job interview coming up though, so maybe it won't matter. Well, I mean, it's gonna matter for at least this month, but who knows? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, who knows? I don't. But donations have been very, very, very small recently, so it's not looking good. But we'll see. You never know. I've said that, like I said, I've said that many times before, and it's always worked out, so maybe it'll work out this time too. That's a good start. Very nice start. So this duel is incredibly important. Incredibly important. We have to get an A-Tech here. We cannot fail. Now, if we get MBD'd and we lose the duel, that's not a big deal because, you know, that obviously doesn't count as my duel against him if I lose from an MBD getting played and there's nothing I could have done. But if I fuck up the A-Tech and I get a B-Tech, then that does count, and that would be very bad. So, we need to make sure we get an A-Tech. But even if we do get an A-Tech, if I don't win anything, you know, that's going to be really bad for the run. Because remember, I get 2 A-Techs on this guy. That's it for the whole run. So if those 2 A-Techs are all bad drops, then, you know, then we just lost the biggest resource we have to get a good deck in this game. Like, Pegasus is the best resource we have in this run. So if we don't get anything from him, then that's our #1 resource down. We still have others, though. You know, we have Kaiba A-Tech, which is great. We have Mage Soldier, who could drop Dark Energy at a high rate. You got Metal Mage, which has a chance for MBD. You have Seto 2, which has a chance for some equips, and Regeki, so there's ways around it, but we'll see. Yes, I started with Beast Fangs, and I've won 2 Beast Fangs since then. There's like some shit in my eyes, dude. God, it's annoying. I can't get it out, and I'm just making it worse. Yeah, I'm allowed to buy Thunders. I don't need to, but I am allowed. But I actually, you wouldn't be able to tell by looking at the last hand that I had, but I actually have more Thunders than Dragons right now. I have 8 Dragons and 9 Thunders right now, so I am more than good on Thunders for the rest of the run. And I purchased 1 Thunder, that's it. Pretty sure he played 3 Bakuri boxes there. Pretty epic, if you're asking me. What's up, Pops? He just went to his litter box. Pretty sure he took a piss. Now that the trap is used and we're pretty much done with fusions already, this should be a 100% confirmed A-Tech at this point. As long as I don't make any, like, really big, really stupid mistakes, we should be totally fine. So I need 1 more effective attack and 3 more fusions. And he should be attacking since that has 0 attack, so... Well, when he plays a monster, that's not an all-defense monster. One more fusion. So I just need him to attack 1 more time and fuse 1 more time. And then this will be an A-Tech. And then, you know, have 3 or less cards remaining in my deck. That's another requirement, but that's obviously pretty easy. There we go. Alright, so that's effective attacks done once I destroy that, and that's fusions done. Yeah, fuck it, do this. Alright, that's effective attack, fusion, trap, equip, magic, damage. 9 turns have passed now that he's at 27. That means that it's turn number 9 right now. I'm actually going to wait 1 extra turn, even though I don't think I need to. Just in absolute fucking case he fused and I don't remember. Because if he fused, then his card count would have gone down by 2 instead of 1, which would make this turn 8 instead of turn 9. Hey, Bubba. Over here, buddy. Bubba. It's a Bubba. Hey, buddy. What's poppin'? What's poppin' off, little boy? What's up? You exploring? Oop. Buddy? Just played my first THD in 21 years since I last played the game. That's awesome. Alright, I believe this should be the final turn. Yep. Alright. We only get 2 ATEX on Pegasus, and this is one of them. Will we get good drops? If we get good drops here, this could really, like, honestly, one super good ATEC against Pegasus could 100% confirm this run is going to finish. That's how good it could be. Now, if we get nothing, it's pretty bad for the run, but it's not anywhere near, you know, a run ender or anything. It's not gonna hurt the run like incredibly hard, but it will hurt it decently. So let's see. All right, we got 14 more drops. Right, Bubba? 14 more drops. 14 more drops. 1, 2, 3. Give me the good luck, Bubs. Here, I'll pet you while I do it. Maybe that'll give me the best luck. 4. Umi's not bad, I guess. Really good if I end up not winning equips. 5. 6. 7. God damn it. Don't do this to me. 8. Don't do this to me, dog. Come on now. 9. 10. 11. Okay, we got a bright castle at least. It's better than nothing. It's better than nothing, guys. It's better than nothing. Like, as long as we win something on both ATEX, I'm happy. It's better than nothing, man. It's better than nothing. 12. 13. 14. 15. Ah, only a bright castle. Come on. It could be better than that. But it's better than nothing, man. It's better than nothing. Where are we on the dono goal, out of curiosity? Oh, we're more than I thought we were. The donation goal is higher than I was expecting. I don't think there's any way I'm going to hit the entire goal tonight, though. Not at this rate. I mean, definitely not at this rate. But it's higher than I was expecting, at least. It's higher than it's been the past couple days. But that's very worrying. It's extremely worrying. I don't know. Not much else I can really do about it except keep playing. Right, Bubba? Not much else I can do. I gotta buy you food tomorrow, too. Fuck. I actually do have to buy Bubba food tomorrow. Well, that's the first place that money goes to, is to Bubba. That's always the first place. That's more important than bills, even. More important than rent, more important than bills, more important than food for myself, is Bubba stuff. Food for Bubba. So, at the very least, Bubba will be eaten. Alright, should I ATEC ISIS? I think it's technically better, but only by a very minuscule amount than BCD. It's only better by a tiny bit. Let me check. Yeah, Dragon Treasure is a 36 instead of a 32. And Widespread is a 36 instead of a 32. And that's literally it. So you get an extra 4 chance on the 2 drops she has. And then you get a 2 chance for Crush card, which is not even worth mentioning. Hey, Bubba? Yeah, Dad always takes care of you first. That's right. It's always Bubba first. That's right. That's why you're such a happy kitty. Yeah. That's why you're so happy all the time. Dad takes good care of you. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I think you would agree if you could speak English. Yes, sir. Yeah, I guess I'll attack her. It's only for a minuscule, you know, increased chance from BCD, but I should do it. It's better to increase the chance by a little bit than none at all. No point in putting the Bright Castle in for an A-Tech. You know what I mean? Did I get anything from A-Tech Peg? I only got Bright Castle, that's it. Better than nothing, but not preferred for sure. Wow, Isis Open with Carry Yushin. That's incredibly rare. That's like a super easy mode. Oh, this is a great start to the duel, honestly. I saw that somebody donated. I'm just waiting to see if my bot picks it up. If the bot doesn't pick it up, I promise I will put it in manually. Oh, if it came from Zod. Okay, well then the bot might not do it, so I'll just do it manually now instead of waiting any longer. It should have popped up by now anyways. But sometimes it does take an extra minute, but if it's coming from somebody who it already happened to once, then... Yeah, if it's coming from somebody that the bot has already, you know, proclaimed that it hates, then I'll just fucking do it myself at that point. Zod, thank you so much for all of your support on this stream. Like, honestly, dude. You are absolutely fucking incredible with your generosity, dude. Thank you so much. It helps so much, dude.
Let's get some pay to win action going for the next A-Tech.
Yeah, that would be nice to get a Dragon Treasure and a Widespread here. That would be huge for the run. But really, Zod, holy shit, dude. That puts us at $100 total. That's 1/4 of the total goal. And you've done like half of that, more than half of this on your own already, dude. So, honest to God, you're a fucking legend, dude. Thank you so much. I honestly cannot thank you enough, dude. Dings and nuts for you, my boy. Honest to God, thank you. I should probably not do what I was about to do and do this instead. What if you spend all this time optimizing your deck, then get a super easy mode Final 6? It's possible. It's totally possible. But there's no way that I could know. I'd rather be safe than sorry, you know? But knowing my luck, Yeah, it's a definite possibility. But yeah, thanks again, Zod. Holy shit, dude. No, really, Zod. Literally any amount that you donate is fucking monumental. It means it really helps a lot. Like, it really does. Thank you. You've already done more than enough, man. Trust me. It really does help. Right, Bubba? Bubba, thanks you too. Because a lot of what you donated tonight, of what you in particular donated tonight, will probably go to feeding Bubs. Isn't that right, buddy? He's just laying down. He's chilling with me while I stream. God, I love this cat so much. He's being so good. Being such a good goddamn boy. Oh, yeah. Oh, he just did a big yawn. Big yawn. Isn't that right, Bubs? Big yawn. Boy. Yeah, it's my boyos. Oh shit. John G with the 25. Holy shit, dude. Is this a fucking dono train? The rare dono train I'm smelling?
Donation
I'm hearing?
from John G.
I'm seeing?
N/A.
Dude, the legendary N/A dono message? Let's fucking go. Yo, John G, holy shit, dude. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. God damn. Guys, you guys are going fucking nutty tonight. I really appreciate it. It helps so much. God damn. Thank you. Jesus, it helps. Bubba's fucking like rolling around out of happiness right now, dude. What are you doing? Such a good boy. That's because he's so happy. Because you guys are fucking being awesome. Thank you. God damn, dude. There's a dono train a-coming, I think. I mean, we're already in one. The dono train is not coming, it's here. It feels so dumb, A-Tech and Isis. She has, like, everything she drops on A-Tech, she drops on a B rank. But on A-Tech, it is, like, tiny, tiny, tiny bit higher of a chance. Like, barely. But still, it is a higher chance, which is why I'm doing it. Even if it's only a little bit, it's better than nothing, I guess. I'll wait one more turn, fuck it. Just in case. Alright, let's see if we got anything. Like I said, the odds of me getting anything, not that much better than a normal B rank. But hey, it's a better chance, so you gotta take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Spikes Hedra, wow. Nice. That's really good, actually. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We won a lot of dragons, at least. That's good. But again, I didn't get anything that I couldn't have gotten on a B rank. But still, that's really good to get all of those dragons. Because surprisingly, we have more thunders than dragons right now. Now that I have more dragons, I'm actually going to go and buy an extra thunder. Now that I finally have more dragons to go with them. He dropped Bright Castle and nothing else, which is better than nothing. Better than nothing. Wish. Nine, 10. So we have just 10, 7, 8, 9, 10, oh, 11 because of Spike Seadra. And then 8, 9, 10, 11 dragons, 10 thunders. We could put in one more dragon, I'd say. And I'll put in the other, I didn't put in the Bright Castle because I don't really need it for A-Techs, and I still don't need it. I am gonna A-Tech Kaiba, obviously. A-Tech Kaiba is actually really, really good. I don't need it for the A-Tech, but since Kaiba can play Blue Eyes and stuff, it's better to have extra equips just in case so I don't die, you know? I don't want to die. Dying would be a little bad. Yeah, right, Bobs. Yeah. No, I don't play Master Duel. Forbidden memories, silly. Alright, time to A-Tech Kaiba campaign, right, buddy? Alright. That's right. Oh goddamn! I hate retail. Donated $10. Holy shit, dude! The dono train keeps coming.
$10 donation received from I_hate_retail. Fuck Target.
Okay. Sounded like not the best jump down I've ever heard, huh? Oh, good? He's okay. He jumped down, but he was on a computer chair, so it moved a little bit while he was jumping down, and I guess it threw his balance off a little bit. But he's okay. He's alright. He's okay, boys. He's okay. It was just kind of funny. Because the chair moved a little bit, and plus the floor is like a kind of slippery hardwood floor, so he kind of like lost his balance. So he's alright though. Don't worry about it. Yo, what's up, Daco? How you doing? Good morning to you too. I can start with Fake Trap here because he doesn't have Feather Duster, so he'll probably run into it. Unless he plays a wall or a shield. Have to Umi. God. I'll be out in a little while, Bubs. Dad has to keep working. Okay, Bubs? But I'll be out in a little bit. Hopefully. There. Now the trap's been used. Gonna get rid of this. So I don't think he can play Crush Card yet. Because the AI can't do that just yet. 3 turns need to go by. Yo, Seamaker, thank you so much for the $10. God damn, guys. This dono train going nuts. Thank you so much. Holy shit.
It's not much, but it's honest work.
It is much, dude. That's $10 that you did not have to give in order to watch this content. That's $10 that you just gave out of the goodness of your heart because the content would be here anyway. So I think that that is a lot to give to somebody for like nothing pretty much. So thank you, dude. It means a lot. It really does. This music does indeed go hard. Oh yeah, I forgot to... 2 bells and a nut. Dude, hopefully those donations will give me some good luck on this Kaiba ATEC. The Pegasus ATEC didn't pay out the way I was hoping. 1 Bright Castle is better than nothing, though. But I was definitely hoping for a little bit more than that. But it's okay, we get 1 more ATEC. We get our campaign ATEC and we get our free duel ATEC. Our 1 free duel, and then that's it. So... that means half of our Pegasus was only 1 Bright Castle, which is a little bit concerning, but should hopefully be okay. Hopefully. I thought that was going to be a blue eyes. Not that it would have mattered. I have 4,300 out, but... I need to keep... All I need is effective... Well, I do need fusions still. I need 4 more fusions, but mostly going to be focusing on effective attacks from here on out. We have 2 effectives as of now, so we need 2 more. He'll attack that 1 card I have out. That'll be 3. So I need to play 1 more weak card for the 4th, and then 4 more fusions, and then we're good. Yeah, I'll almost definitely do a second Kaiba ATEC anyways. Unless, of course, I already have like 3 widespreads. But even then, I'll probably do one just to try to get another chance at a Crush card, you know? Because Crush card's really useful. Alright, so I need 1 more fusion, and as of right now, wow, 1 more effective attack. So I just need him to attack 1 more time, and need to get 1 more fusion, and that's it. Alright, so that's done, effectives are done. Once I attack it, of course. And we're good on fusion, great. Alright. Next turn I can end it. Because I already used magics, of course. Well, I would like 1 more fusion if I could. I don't need to use this trap, I'm just playing it. I'm gonna wait 1 more turn, just because, like, you know, I don't need another fusion, but I would love 1. I'm at 15 on the dot, which is how many you need. But I normally like to go 1 over if I can. 1 or 2 over, just to be 100% positive. Especially in a run like this where if I got a B-Tech that would be very bad. Because that's one less, you know, I only get 2 shots total, so. Alright, Kaiba. Pegasus didn't put out too much. He only gave me 1 equip. I'm hoping that you make up for it. Make up for it, Kaiba. Do it. Come on, man. Make up for it. 1. 2. 3. Kosi, dude, get out of my face. 4. 5. 1/3 bad. 6. 7. Ooh! That's what I like to see, baby. Dark energy. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Alright, first half of the A-Tech. Pretty decent. I mean, we got an equip, but we still got 8 more drops. Yep, I'll be A-Tech in Seto too. 8. 9. Oh, the double! Even better than Pegasus A-Tech. Let's go, dude. Let's go. That's what we needed. That's what this run needed, dude. That's really what this run needed. Let's go. Dude, Kaiba coming in the clutch here. $10. 11. Oh, Kaiba coming in the big clutch. Holy shit, that's 3 equips from him already. Oh my god, just give me a widespread and a crush card and I'll be real happy now, boys. Ooh, boy. Yeah, Pegasus just got outclassed. Holy shit. 12, 13, 14, and a DCJ. 15, and a widespread to end it off. Holy shit. Let's go, dude. 3 equips, a widespread, and a DCJ. Oh my god, I love you, Kaiba. I actually love you right now, Kaiba. Let's fucking go, dude. That is what a pay-to-win duel looks like right there, boys. Right after a donation train happens, boom, we get the god drops. Let's fucking go, dude. That is indeed 5 useful drops. 2 dark energies, a bright castle, a widespread ruin, and a dragon capture jar. That is juicy. He gave me everything I could have hoped for other than crush card. He gave me the equips, and he gave me the utility trap cards. So in Forbidden Memories, there's 2 sections of cards that we like to talk about or think about, right? There's equips, and then there's what we call utility cards. So utility cards are trap cards like widespread, right? And destruction cards. Well, really, we call them utility cards or destruction cards. So widespread ruin, dragon capture jar, Regeki, crush card. Those are, you know, utility / destruction cards and equips. Now, the best decks in Forbidden Memories will have a lot of both. A lot of equips and a lot of destruction cards. Because the way that it works is the equips will help you overpower with raw power any, you know, card you can face off against. And then the destruction cards will help you kind of snake your way out of having to fight those strong cards. So if Seto Third plays a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, I really have 2 options of killing it. I can A, overpower it with a lot of equips, or B, use a destruction card to get rid of it, like widespread, dragon capture jar, crush card, right? So a good deck will have a lot of both. And Kaiba there just gave me 3 equips and 2 destruction cards, which is huge. That is absolutely humongous for this run. Alright, I mean, I will A-Tech Mage Soldier because he has a very high chance of dropping Widespread. So I will indeed A-Tech Mage Soldier here. Mainly because he has a big chance for that. He also has a big chance for Dark Energy, but we already have 2. I mean, it would be great to get a 3rd one, but at this point we're looking good on equips. But the super high chance he has for Widespread is really what I'm after, honestly. Ultimate doesn't destroy me if I have one of these down, or if I have one of these in my hand, or if I have one of these in my hand. But yes, Regeki will definitely, or Megamorph definitely helps with the overpowering part, yeah. Obviously, it's the best equip in the game, but we can easily beat the game without a Megamorph if we have to. We'll see. We get one more Pegasus A-Tech to find out. So at this point, I'm going to do 5 equip A-Techs. I'm not going to put in all the equips because I don't need them all right now. But I'm going to go ahead and do this for this. I'm going to do that for that, so I have 5 equips. And I don't need effective attacks if I'm doing 5 equip A-Techs. So Fake Trap's not really needed. I'd actually rather Acid Traps and Widespread. So, pop. Beautiful. Now this is starting to look like more of a deck. More of a dick. Seto can have up... Anyone in the game can have up to 3 of any card, right? Any card they have, right? So if you see the AI play a card, they could have up to 3 of that card, of any card, except for the pieces of Exodia. Actually, I think they can have 3 of those too. I think they just break the rules on that one anyway. Damn coins and cap. Well, I'll still be going for a little while. I really wanted to try to hit this dono goal by tonight, but I mean, I didn't think I was going to, but I was really wanting to, but yeah. So part of me is gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna keep streaming until we hit the dono goal, but another part of me knows that I could stream for 20 hours and we're not gonna hit that. So probably best to not kill myself over trying for it because it's not going to happen. In which case, I might be done, I don't know, within the next 30 minutes. We'll see. At a dispensary yesterday. Nice, dude. Yeah, don't worry about it, coins and cap. It's no big deal. You never have to explain yourself. Don't worry about it. There's no super good reason, Synth, no. I just kind of do. I mean, so with 2 traps, right? The reason you would put 2 traps in is so you don't draw your only trap card as the final card in your deck, right? So if you draw your trap as the last card in your deck, you can't get the attack. If you draw your trap as the second to last card, you can still get the attack, but it's not easy, right? You can still get the attack, but it's not easy if it's the second to last card. So since every single attack I'm doing here is so important, that's why I have 3 in the deck. It's to be 1,000,000% positive that I'll be able to get the attack. Normally, it's not worth putting more than 2 in, but since every attack is so insanely important here, I am. Time Wizard's useful, but it's not worth an extra farm. Not in a speed run, anyway. But if you're not speed running, then yeah, definitely. If it's not a speed run, then absolutely. If it is a speed run, it's not worth it. It's not worth your time. There's better places to spend your time, like Villager 2, who drops Dragons and Thunders. But other than that, yeah. It's such an annoying hand. Oh, I still need to take more damage anyway. Okay, well, less annoying now, I guess. There's all the damage I need. To beat the game as fast as possible. Start a run with a decent starting deck that has a good equip for Twin-Headed. Go through the game normally. Maybe do a tiny Villager 2 farm near the beginning or something like that. Pegasus Atex for a bunch of equips and Megamorph, and then you move on. That's like a high-level strategy, but yeah, that's usually what I would do. I hate retail with another $10 donation. Holy shit. I hate retail going in hard tonight, boys. Going in hard.
$10 donation received from I_hate_retail. What ya gonna do when that MBD comes for you? Yeah. Macho Man don't know Savage is gonna take that pathetic Pegasus, and attack him in Duel Mania 17.
Nice donation message. Thank you so much for the $10. God damn, guys, it helps so much. Thank you. Honest to God, you're a fucking legend. I hate retail. Thank you so much. Holy shit. This nut's for you. Fucking open up. Nut. Baby. Like, Villager 2 should be B-Pow for Thunders. You need Dragons to go to this Duelist. I mean, I can't explain all that or I'd be here for, like, hours, but the general gist of things would just be, you know, you can B-Pow Villager 2 and you can win Dragons and Thunders. If you really need Dragons, I would say to wait until Isis because she drops so many of them and you're probably going to win a bunch of them in campaign. Pegasus Attack is the main form of farming that we do these days because you can win so many equips and widespread and Megamorph, which is even better than a normal equip, and then move on. If you're not playing at a super high level or going for a super good time, which you shouldn't be at the beginning if you're speedrunning, you could throw in some Meadow Mage, you know, SA Pal for some good stuff, 1600 Dragons, Dark Magician, Skull Knight MBD. But yeah. If you want to see some of the strategies in action, I would just go... I just got a PB the other day. You could watch that or something. But that's the quick version of describing it. If you want more information, I'd recommend just watching somebody do a speedrun of it and take advice from that. Yeah, this is what I want to do. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Surprisingly, I don't have a YouTube command, but if you just go on YouTube and search for GFC_, you'll find me pretty easily. Surprised I don't have a YouTube command for Twitch, honestly. I mean, you're the only one who ever actually asked, so I guess that's why I didn't. But I don't know, maybe I should. That's that. So I just need to use one more equip and we're done. What's up, Papa? What's up, baby boy? I know, you want Dad out in the living room. I know. I can't do it yet, buddy. I got to keep playing the games. And getting the monies. Because if I don't get the monies, Bubs, where do you think you're getting your foodies from, huh? Gotta get the monies to get your foodies, Bubs. Think it just appears in the thin air? No, no, no. I wish it did, though, buddy. I wish I could spend every day with you. You know that. You know that. Yeah. Ancient Brain. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yo, Rev with the $10, dude. Holy shit. What are you guys doing tonight? Other than going nuts.
$10 donation received from Reverend. It's about time to stop lurking and start helping.
Thank you.
It's not much, but I hope it helps.
It does.
Also, FK Pegasus.
Yes, fuck Pegasus. Kaiba actually helped this run like 100 times more than Pegasus did. So far, anyway. We still have one more attack against Pegasus, but still. Holy shit, thank you, Rev. God damn. I cannot believe it, honestly. I really can't. And it does help. It really does help a lot. Like, it doesn't have to be like, sometimes you'll see these crazy donations I get sometimes of like hundreds of dollars, or even the $2,000 one I got years ago. And it's like, you don't have to match that stuff to be helpful. You honestly don't. Like, a $10 donation is like super fucking helpful, especially when, like, look what happens when a bunch of people do $10 donations. Like, it fucking adds up. It really does. So thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know, that was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh! Right at the end, boys. I was hoping for widespread, but that works too. That works. Sorry, disconnected my controller, which makes the game fuck up. But that's better than nothing. Back to lurking. Dude, I appreciate my lurkers so goddamn much. Appreciate your lurkers, streamers. They are so important. I love all my lurkers. They are the backbone of any successful live stream. Alright, I think it's time to go do our other Pegasus A-Tech, honestly. And then honestly, I think that might have to be it for tonight, boys. I gotta feed Bubba, and I gotta eat some food myself, and it's almost 7 a.m. and I have a phone interview at 12:30. I have a phone interview in like less than 6 hours, so... I mean, it's a phone interview, right? So I don't have to go anywhere. So it's not like I need to, you know, get ready and, you know, look nice or anything, or, you know, have a full night's sleep. I'll be okay. Phone interviews are great. Much better than the normal kind. Alright, so let's do the Pegasus A-Tech. And then, yeah, I mean, I guess that's gonna have to be it. I really can't, I can't stream any longer. I want to. I want to and I need to, because I need to make more money, but there's not much else I can really do. I kind of have to go do other things now. So, yeah, this is all I can really do. Let's do it. When I do Dragon Zombie into Skelegon, I confuse Twin-Headed, but Skelegon plus Plant equals Pumpkin Nut Jungle King. Am I being stupid? No, that's right. Because if you do a plant that is under 18, or if you do a zombie that is under 1800 plus a plant, it will make pumpkin. Yeah. So if you do Dragon Zombie plus plant, pumpkin. Skelegon plus plant, pumpkin. Yeah, that's something that you need to watch out for. You absolutely have to watch out for that. That can trip you up. I hear you, Bubba. I know. Almost, buddy boyo. Almost. Poor thing. He just wants to hang out. That's all Bubba ever wants. The only thing Bubba ever wants is food, somewhere to shit, and for me to hang out with him on the couch. Dude, what the fuck? I hate retail with a fucking $20. Holy shit.
From I_hate_retail. Do you know how we ran a dono train on Kaiba? Cause he's Kaiba boy and I'm Macho Man. Snap into a widespread.
Snap into a widespread. Ran a dono trade on Kaiba. Oh boy. Ran a dono train on Kaiba. I like it. I do like it. What's up, Bubba? I'll be out soon. He's meowing and stuff. Oh, he took a fucking real stinky shit. Oh my god. Oh, that's horrible, Bubba. Oh god, that is not what anyone wants. Oh my god. Bubba, you are lethal when you want to be, pal. Holy shit. Honestly, unholy shit. Fucking satanic shit, more like. Oh, God. Oh my god, Bubba. I feel like I can't vape because then I'm gonna be taking that into my fucking... I mean, I guess I am when I breathe, but still. I got a vape in my shirt. Alright, the smell is starting to go away, thank God. Alright, this is the last Pegasus A-Tech that I am allowed for the remainder of this run. So if we don't win Megamorph, then we're not doing a run with Megamorph, I guess. There's really no way around it. There's all my damage in one turn. Is that a 6-card fusion I smell? Or is that just Bubba's shit? That is indeed a 6-card fusion you just witnessed there, boys. Enjoy. Definitely don't get to see those very often. Just need to use 2 more equips and then it's an attack. One more equip. So I do have to wait 1 more turn just because I need to draw my 5th equip. All right. No more Pegasus allowed for the remainder of the run. That was the final Pegasus that we are allowed for the entire run. We have 14 more drops from Pegasus, and then that's it forever. He's done on this run. He's spent. Will it be good? Will we get the famed Megamorph? Will this run have a Megamorph, or will it not? Because remember, if I don't win Megamorph here, there's really nowhere else I can win it. So this is my last chance to win a Megamorph. If there's no Megamorph in the next 14 drops, then this run will not have a Megamorph in it. Let's see. 1, 2. Ooh, that's so good, dude. That's so good. Another widespread. That's really good already. That's really good already. 3, 4, 5. Hey, Thunder's nice. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey, another Thunder. I'll take it. 2 Thunders and a widespread. I'm already kind of happy with this. But God, wouldn't it be nice to have at least 1 Megamorph, huh? 11. 12. I don't know, boys. 13. Oh! It happened! Megamorph! Let's go! Drop 13! Oh my God, yes! Yes! Oh my God, I can't believe it, dude. I actually can't believe we got one. Oh my God. Drop 13. Let's go. That's huge, dude. That's so huge for the run. 14. Place your bets on drop number 15, boys. Will it be another Megamorph? Will it be a Bright Castle, a Dragon Treasure, a Widespread Ruin, a Dragon Capture Jar? Or will it be something bad, like Air Marmot of Nefariousness, Dragon Piper? What will it be? Place your bets now, boys. Place your bets. If your bet is wrong, you have to donate $50, so place your bets very carefully. If you're right, then you win nothing. If you're wrong, you give me money. Shit. By typing in chat, you agree to these terms. And drop number 15 is Burglar. Nobody guessed it. That's a lot of $50 I see. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 100, 200, $300. 300 plus what we have. Hey, we're gonna hit the goal. As long as everybody pays up, we're gonna hit the goal. Yeah, we did it, guys. Woohoo, yeah. Goal reached. We did it. At least we did it in our minds. At least we did it in our minds. At least we did it in our minds. Yeah, for the extra $85, I'll hire an enforcer to hunt down everybody who doesn't pay. Man, we got a Megamorph, and that's all that I wanted. And a Widespread. A second Widespread, and 2 Thunders. It's just, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. We have 9 equips. Holy shit. We're looking good on equips, I think. Something tells me we're good on equips. And we're looking good on removal, too. I mean, we have 2 Widespreads and a DCJ. We're great on Thunders and stuff. Honestly, I mean, we could beat the game with this deck pretty easily. Everything we get from this point on is just extra. 12 Thunders, 12 Dragons. Beautiful. Take that out for a dragon, then I'm sure I have some. I don't have another dragon. Oh my god. Well, I guess we're not taking that out. Put it back, put it back, put it back. Shit. Before they see. Do I have anything better to put in instead of that? I mean, I could put in another Umi, but I even want to put in another Umi. Do I have all the Thunders I could possibly have in? Yes, I do. Okay, then I guess. Am I still gonna attack Kaiba one more time? Probably, yeah. Well, no, honestly, probably not. At least not now. I could beat the game with this. Honestly, I might just try to beat the game with this. And if I fail, you know, let's say I fail once or twice, then I can just, you know, go back and we still have a free duel against Kaiba we can do. We still have Meadow Mage that we can do. So honestly, I think the strategy now is to just try to beat the game, and if I think I need more, then get more later, you know? I think that's just the strat, you know? Alright, I mean, I guess that's gonna have to be it. I kinda just have to do things. I have a phone interview for a job at Geek Squad at Best Buy. I have a phone interview for that at 12:30, which is in 4.5 hours, right? No, 5.5 hours. Yeah, 5.5 hours from now, I have a phone interview for an advanced repair agent at Geek Squad. So, at least it's a phone interview, which means I don't really have to worry about, you know, getting all dressed up and going somewhere. But still, I want to at least not be totally out of my mind when I have it, so, you know, at least a little bit of sleep before then would be nice. So yeah, I'll do my best to stream again as soon as possible. Like I said, No, it's not a Zoom call. They said phone interview. All I know is that it's a phone interview. So they're just gonna call me, I'm guessing? I don't know, I feel like they would have said like a Zoom interview or something. Oh yeah, it's it's a phone call. They confirmed it. I just forgot about it until now. Yeah, they confirmed it. I just checked. So yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be that. Yeah, I kind of have to hit the goal soon, so I would keep streaming, but I guess I'll stream right after the phone interview, I guess. I should still have a couple hours at that point, so I'll see you guys then, I guess. We'll see. But thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll let you guys know how it goes. I'll talk to you. I'll probably be streaming right afterwards, so thanks everybody for everything. I really appreciate all of the support and all of the generosity. It really did help a lot. Thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you, thank you. And I will see you guys in the next one very soon. I love you all. Bye-bye.